Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the biggest podcast in Africa. Yeah. Solianos is here. Neo is here. Shots is here. And please, a round of applause for our production manager turned ghost lady. She's making a debut. Give it up for Zozo. Yes.
Is that what you are, a production manager?
Yeah.
I know it's David Mashabela's nephew.
I just gave her the title now.
It was news to me too.
So you just found out the title and you're like, I am. Like now you're finding out.
I just found out now.
Production manager?
Because
thank you.
you make sure that all the shows that we put up, they go through you, right? So you make sure everything is fine. So yeah, she's a production manager.
Technically,
when you say that, now people are gonna know that every time something's wrong, it's Zozo's fault. Don't tell them.
Yeah.
We'll book the studio through you.
Everything. Okay. But thank you for having me. I'm happy that I'm finally allowed back in the studio.
Oh yeah! Yeah. Mac banned you. A silent ban.
No, you know what happened?
Band.
You know what happened? So Zozo's brought Dave's niece, right?
Yes.
And she used to frequent the show from time to time back in the days,
Yeah,
right?
just chill.
Yeah.
I was at work.
She was checking if you're saying we're coming from David Mashabela Studios, by the way.
So we'd be doing the show, right?
Yeah.
And then every time I look this way, everyone's laughing except Zozo. And she's got a bitch resting face, you know what I mean? So I called Prateva, I'm like, hey, I see me poison.
Bitch rest. No longer in our faces, we need her.
So I've left. He kicked me out once and I've never been back inside.
I remember,
So
actually.
it's nice
It was
to
so
be back.
awkward.
I know.
And we all played it like we didn't hear what Mac
you all
said.
played it like
You were
nothing's
Zozo.
happening.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah.
It
How
was
did that
like,
conversation go? What did Prateva say to you?
With him.
Yeah.
He explained to me why you don't want me here. And then I had to send him an apology. I said, Magava, hey, Mac, I'm sorry for
not laughing.
So
I didn't find it funny.
Yeah, I'm sorry I don't find you funny.
Sorry for not laughing. Sorry for my bitch resting face.
No, actually, on a serious note, I've been called out for having a bitch resting face.
Why is that, though?
I don't know. So what I've heard is that it's a thing that we have a lot in my mother's side of the family. So my Dave's side, basically, we don't have friendly faces. We look unapproachable. Maybe that's why I'm still single. We look unapproachable. We look unapproachable. So it's just how. But also, David did say I wear my emotions on my sleeve. So when I'm unhappy about something, it's very hard for me to mask that or to hide it, because what you see is what you get with me. So maybe my bitch resting face was because I was not happy with something Makava was doing, you know. But no. Look, I'm aware of it now, so it's fine. I'm trying to work. I smile more when I don't want to. It's because I don't want to look as though I'm...
Look, it's very easy to be a ghost lady on the show. You just gotta laugh at all my jokes and agree to me.
Got you.
Yeah.
That's all that I do.
Yeah, and what are your literacy levels? Do you meet the criteria? Your literacy level?
I definitely reached Magava level.
No, like how well do you read? Do you read exceptionally well, or do you really struggle, or would you say you are intermediate?
Am I allowed to say I read better than Ghost Lady?
Then you shouldn't be sitting there. Then you shouldn't. You're not qualified. You're overqualified.
And then who's this guy, man? I go away for 1 week.
Yeah, no. That's Dudu's left-hand man. That's her assistant.
Oh, what's your name, bro? Doomy.
Doomy, yeah.
Did you guys initiate him?
No, we didn't, bro. We forgot to initiate him, bro.
How can you drop the ball, dog?
We
gotta initiate you, brother.
Yeah, bro. That's the custom.
What are we gonna do?
Ritual.
But you can't just walk in here and now think you're home here.
Yeah, bro. Come on, now earn your stripes, bro. You gotta earn your way here, you know? Earn your keep.
Okay, how about you do some jumping jacks here while singing your favorite Amapiano song? Let's go.
I'm in full support of that.
Yeah, let's go to me. Right in front of us here.
Yeah, right? Yeah.
You know the jumping jacks? Yeah, those ones. Sing your favorite Amapiano song.
Yes.
Which one is it?
The Pache, it's a fellow.
What's your favorite piano song?
Oh, I see me happy. Oh, shut up.
Yeah, come through.
He's already dancing.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Dudu's assistant. Yes.
Our assistant producer.
Yes.
Number 2.
Doesn't need a mic. How's he gonna jump with the mic, bro?
It's jumping jacks, bro. The hands go like this.
Yeah. You don't need the mic. We'll lip sync.
They'll hear you. Yeah, don't worry. Just
Yeah.
no. I'm trying to get. No, it'll pick up. No, face that camera, bro.
Yeah. The white camera. This one, ne? Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
All right. Are you ready? Drum roll, ladies and gentlemen. Here is Dudu's assistant to me. Yeah.
Oh, should I start right now?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Okay, cool. Oh, with the jump. Okay. Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, come on. Siyathandana.
Those are not jumping jacks.
Those are not jumping jacks, dog.
Oh,
Come on, Jack.
I'm going with the
Jump.
beat, right?
No, he must go like this.
Start jumping first.
Jumping. Jump, Jeff.
I need to support you. Siyathandana.
Hi.
Abafazi babeli.
Abafazi banzeni. Abafazi banzeni. Baphelile. I know we've got a GPV problem in the country, but abaphela abafazi awumi. Is the femicide that bad? Abafazi baphelile. Shout out to you, bro. And by the way, you're the first guy to ever get initiated.
Yeah.
We don't have initiation.
And you fell for it.
The initial one.
And you fell for it.
Dudu's here. She's a Fed checker. And also make some noise for mpho.
Best sound man in the country.
By the way, big shout out to Bro Dave, Mushandiki, Phil Impela
Phil
for
is a
standing in
sterling,
while I was gone.
Yeah.
Phil, when he talks, dog, it's like he's talking in 2x speed, bro. He speaks so fast, bro.
I think the first one was nerve. I think it was the nerves. The first one I saw, was the nerves. But second one, I think it was much slower.
Yeah.
But it's the nerves. But you know how it is.
Yeah.
Doing the biggest podcast in Africa. And you're nervous right now.
Yeah, guess what,
Takes some getting used to.
Guess what, Penduka?
Yeah.
I took a pill in Ibiza!
Oh, shit. You took that pill in Ibiza. What pill did you take,
No,
dog?
I'm kidding, man. No ways. Fucking hell. Yeah.
Hey,
I was too
he
chicken,
took a
bro.
pill because the coffee beans were mising him. The black coffee beans were mising. So he took a pill instead.
No, I didn't, dog. I wanted to. I was tempted, but I was like fucking scared, bro. And it's so easy to get a pill there, bro. Like every second guy is selling a pill. Even like with cocaine, they hold them in like bags. Like you see like big bags of white powder. Just like randomly in the street there.
Are you for real?
Yeah, kid you not, bro.
So you had a black coffee gig and the guy's like, Cremora, it's not inside, it's on top. Give it to me, nigga. Yeah. For real, dog, just like that. Nonchalant in the open.
Yeah, because
Nothing to
there's no
hide.
cops there, bro. I hardly saw a cop there.
For real.
Yeah.
But what are you scared of? Because some people, they say that when you take stuff that are not natural, then sometimes it exposes who you are
Meh?
and your truth. Like with alcohol.
Ah.
They say when you say something out of rage when you've been drinking, it's what you've really been thinking.
100%.
So what are you
So
scared
are you
of when
scared
you
of
don't
your
want
true
to
self?
take?
No. I've seen what drugs do to people in the industry, and
Okay.
I'm just scared to like
Fall for the trap.
Because I've got an addictive personality.
Okay,
So if I take one pill, trust me, by the first month I'll probably selling these podcast studio mics.
Are you for real?
Yeah.
Or maybe you should have tried the
Okay.
cocaine and you'll find yourself riding in Ibiza with your glass. You'll be bowling.
I'm a
all
bit
over
jet lagged. I
Ibiza.
don't get that one. Rabada. Oh, Rabada. Okay. Yeah,
No,
yeah.
but you're right,
Yeah,
though.
so that's the only reason. bro.
It's a lifelong consequence for a thrill of the moment. You know what I mean? Because the thing is, you wouldn't try coke in Jersey at Live, for example, or in your house. Why try it in Ibiza? And then it's not like when you fly, your body forgets you took coke. Now you've landed in Oratumbo. Your body will still remember that thing, and you might just want that thing.
So I'm scared because I've got an addictive personality, and there's a lot to lose right now, man. So I'd rather not.
That makes sense.
Yeah, and you have a
Fair.
lot to. You can sell a lot. Also, you know, you have so much you can sell. It's like I'm selling chillers pants. No, not the 6-pack. Frank will be like, "Oh, you're selling a 6-pack?" You'll be like, "No, not the 6-pack. The whole combine."
Okay.
So yeah, please.
But
don't,
anyway,
bro.
Ibiza's fucking amazing, dog.
For real, dog.
Yo, I'll go back, bro. Yes, it's amazing, dude. So basically, it's like, imagine Cunha. Have you ever been to Cunha?
Is that how you say it, bro? Cunha.
Yeah, how do you say it? Isn't it Cunha?
Isn't it Cunha?
I would say Cunha.
Like Cunha, C1.
Okay, whatever, Cunha.
That
No,
one.
whatever, it's Cunha.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
one. Yeah.
Cunha. Like how between Malay, Cunha.
Oh, so
Between
you
Malay,
say he's
Cunha.
twanging
It's
it.
party goals.
Okay.
Cunha. Oh yeah. I've been to Cunha. Yes.
Yeah, so imagine Cunha, right? But it's like middle class white kids, right? So maybe like between 18 and 28, around there, right?
Okay.
From all over Europe. So like Amsterdam, London, and they're all in this island, and they're at Cunha, and
Yeah.
it's a party, right?
Yeah.
But from Monday to Sunday, it's
Yeah.
like that every single day from April until October. That's Ibiza.
Oh, so Ibiza's alive from April till because of summer.
Yeah, it's the European summer. That's
Yeah, the hot months.
Yeah.
Oh wow!
And
then,
it's so crazy that even the people that own the businesses there, like the restaurants and stuff like that, in October they pack up and leave as well, and they come back in April. So like during the winter season, it's
dead.
it's like a ghost town. There's nobody there.
not even a party.
Zero.
Oh whoa! For real,
Zero,
it
yeah.
sleeps.
Yeah, it sleeps.
And then, so what is it? Is it normal operating hours or is it like 24? Like, is it like 3 hours of rest or like the clubs, how they're operating?
Bro, it's 24 hours, bro. There's a club every single time, like no matter what time of the day it is.
Damn.
There's a club that's open, there's a restaurant that's open.
Damn.
It's like fucking banging, dude.
So what about police when people are carrying bags of coke?
There's no police there. I didn't see a single police, bro.
Damn.
And everybody like behaves. Like I didn't even see a single robot. There's no robot in the streets.
No traffic lights.
No traffic lights. And the people, the
Wow.
pedestrians are respected more than the cars. So like, you know, in SA, you have to wait for the car. You're not sure if you can cross
Yeah.
or not. You have to wait and see if the car will stop.
Yeah.
There, you could be on your phone. As soon as there's a line you can cross, the car has to stop.
But it makes sense because it's a party island, though. What are you doing driving around? You know what I mean? Unless you're a truck with supplies for a club.
Yeah.
But like, what are you doing? It's a party island. People are there to have fun. It's not like people are there. There's firms, law firms, and all these things where people are working.
No, but what kind of order is then installed in an area like that? We can do whatever you want.
It's a free for all,
basically.
man.
Free
It's
for
a
all.
free for all, bro. It's crazy there. It's insane, bro. And even at the parties, they don't drink. Like the bar is always empty.
'Cause of the drugs.
Everybody's drinking water the whole night.
Because of the drugs.
Yeah,
Damn.
the whole night, dog.
Because apparently.
Interesting.
It was just us black people. Well, the 5 of us that were there at the
That were
bar the whole
drinking.
time. Yeah.
Yeah, because apparently, I don't know.
That
man.
is interesting.
Yeah, because apparently coke and alcohol don't go. Apparently, like, people who indulge in coke wouldn't necessarily be heavy on the alcohol when they're on the coke. Now, I don't know how true that is, but that's what I heard.
Yeah, Brian, it's so insane. So, there's, by the beach, right, there's restaurants, right? And then you can see the planes fly in, right? So, like, every 5 minutes, there's a plane going the whole day, 24
Are
hours.
these private planes or normal?
No, it's a mixture.
Okay.
So it's like normal planes and then private planes as well.
Okay.
But every 5 minutes, it's just like.
Whoa.
So I was like to my wife, "Aye, this is what I mean when they say kasi fete stock." Because when you're looking at one, another
too
one is
much.
landing.
Yeah. Whoa, bro. That is insane.
Fucking hell, it's amazing though. And black coffee's a god there, bro.
So, did you get to experience it?
No. Ish. Crazy story about that
Hey,
one.
man, yeah, what happened with the black coffee, bro? I thought maybe he would have called you after the show sometime. Don't worry.
Yeah.
You know,
I
I'll
thought
hold
that
your
would-
hand
that,
and
that
we'll
would
be-
happen too.
Yeah.
No. I dropped him a text. I'm like, yo, just landed in Ibiza, blue tick.
You didn't even respond to my voice note?
No,
Whoa,
zero, dog.
bro,
Till
I'm
this day. But he's a fucking god, bro. Like, as soon as you walk in, it's just posters of him. When you're driving to the island, it's just big posters of him.
Wow.
He's like the mayor there, bro. They worship that guy.
Wow,
bro.
are you for real?
I kid you not, bro. black coffee is huge, bro.
Yo.
And apparently, allegedly, he flew in because he's got residency at Ibiza.
Yes,
every
yes,
Saturday
yes.
until October, until the end of October. Every Saturday is there, right? So apparently, he flew in on Friday, did the gig Saturday, flew out Sunday in his private jet to go to Canada. I'm like, yo. Hey, soft life.
And you think you're gonna respond, bro?
Exactly, like he doesn't have time.
For real.
Yeah. So what happened with black coffee is I went to so I started in Barcelona, right?
Yes.
And then our flight was Friday night, and then we got there was it Friday night? I think so. Yeah, Friday night, and then we got to Ibiza like Saturday morning, I think, or midnight, somewhere there. Can't remember. But in Barcelona, I was drinking from the day. I was day drinking, because I went to the Barcelona Camp Nou.
Yeah, Camp
to check
Nou,
it
the
out.
stadium.
Yeah, the stadium. I was there, and I actually saw Lamine Yamal. He was passing by.
Oh, for real?
I wanted to take a picture with him, and he kind of like mised me,
Oh, shit.
So I'm like, Lamine
That's the
Yamal.
second person minding you.
But I took a picture with Kurt Zuma. Remember Kurt Zuma?
Oh, shit,
We used to play
Zuma.
for Chelsea.
Yeah, the guy who hurt the cat.
Yeah,
Right,
so
the
I'm
guy
like-
who kicked his cat and got in trouble for that. Yeah.
So I'm like, yeah, how's the cat, bro?
And what did he say?
No, he just laughed. Then we took a picture. So I was day drinking, bro. And then on the flight, it takes like 45 minutes from Barcelona to Ibiza.
Oh, yeah. Wow. Sure.
Drank some more. We got there. I was too excited, man. The atmosphere and the ambiance was just too much.
Yeah.
So I was day drinking. And then at about 11 p.m., I was like, all right, cool, let me take a nap. Because the club opens at like 12:01, Ibiza, where he was playing. And then I think he was going to play at like maybe 4 a.m. or something like that with Louis Vega. So I took a nap by 11. And then I woke up at like 2 p.m., bro.
Oh.
So I missed the set, dog. Imagine.
Wait, but how? So, weren't you with people? Didn't they go witness black coffee? They left you behind?
Yeah, they left me behind.
Oh, you wouldn't wake up?
Yeah, I was at the hotel. I passed out, man.
That's the story. I thought like you had an interaction with black coffee, man.
No. I wanted to, but I was fucking gone, bro. I was out of it.
Oh, and he was only there on. So it's there on Saturday.
Yeah,
and that's
just
the
Saturdays.
that's the only Saturday you were there for.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck, bro.
Yeah. But it's so crazy that every time I fly like to another country, I appreciate our women so much, man. There's nothing there, bro. There's nothing there, bro.
Of course, bro.
There's nothing better than South African woman.
Bro, I kid you not, bro.
Okay.
Like, depending on what you like, right? So if
Yeah.
you like white girls with no ass, no bum, and big boobs, then Ibiza's for you. Because they're beautiful. They're more concerned about their boobs than the bums.
Than
you know?
everything else. That we
And
love,
I'm an
yeah.
ass man, I like a big
Okay.
nyash. I didn't even see
Yeah,
a single
yeah.
big nyash.
Okay.
Not even one, bro.
That worries
I guess
me.
that's why there's no ass in Ibiza. There's no bums, dog. Not a single one, bro. Not a single one.
For real.
I kid you not, man. You didn't like it because I know you like
Yeah,
ass
I'm not
as well.
going. I'm busy, I'm busy. I'm fine here.
So that
You
means
know?
it's a preference thing then, because there are probably people who go there and find amazing, beautiful
Of
women.
course,
You just
yes.
don't find them attractive because there's no bums and you like bums.
Yeah, nah.
Okay.
Nah.
Is there a selling culture? Is there a prostitution culture?
Yeah.
Because I can imagine it's a party. So it's drugs, sex, alcohol, so of course.
Yeah, and they like sex on the beach, not the drink, but like literally.
Oh, damn,
That's
there's
interesting.
beaches where you can have sex?
Yeah, they love that shit, bro.
Like, did you see somebody having sex on the beach?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
And then during the day, someone ordered what is it? Blowjob. And there I was looking around. I'm like, hey, where's it going down?
Yeah, and these are not drinks, yeah?
What do you, because I'm understanding you were there with your partner.
Yes.
What do you wish you could have done there that you couldn't have done because you were with your partner?
Oh.
Just ask him properly, like we know what you're asking. Like,
Nothing really, because we actually went to a strip club in Barcelona together.
Okay.
We actually went to a strip club together.
for me, like, it's a toxic relationship if you can't do stuff because you're with your person.
No, but I mean, there are boundaries.
Unless your stuff involves betraying your person, but like you can do what kind of what is it that somebody wouldn't do because they're their partner?
It depends on the boundaries. It's okay if we have a threesome, but maybe there are partners that don't want that.
It's okay to have a threesome with you.
With me, yeah.
Wow.
With once though, like it can't happen all the time.
Would you have it
For
without
the
your partner?
experience, would I have?
Without your partner?
If he knows and he says it's okay.
Damn.
then okay.
There's no niggas okay with that.
Then I can't just be there.
Are we talking 2 girls, 1 guy?
Look, as a girl, I would want to. No, I'm actually fine with 2 girls, 1 guy. Because there's a lot you can do. There's more that you can do with a woman than with a guy. Yeah, so I.
But the 2 girls is always tricky, man. Because what's the other girl doing? Like, she's always just there.
We'll find a way.
No, the 2 girls, 1 guy is tricky.
Yeah.
No, it's not. Actually, when the other one maybe is you're having sex with the other one is either you're giving head.
No, but define what you mean
You
having
could be
sex
giving
and
head.
giving head.
You could be fingering. Come on, man. Mac,
So I'll just say there's a lot more to play with.
your
when
phone
you're
is
with
always
a
going,
woman.
are you alone? Are you single? You've watched the stuff before. You've seen the stuff. Don't make you disappointed. You've seen the stuff, bro. Come on, bro. There's so much you can do. 2 guys, 1 girl is a bit
Tricky,
like,
yeah.
yeah. Because the dude will do what? And, you know?
No, but I always find, like, if it's 2 girls, 1 guy, if you're fucking the one, right? The other one, like, normally doesn't know what to do. Like, she'll play with the balls, and then she'll, kiss the other one.
You must take control.
I think it depends on what you're doing. There's a lot that you can do on a woman's body.
Oh.
He's a nazo. Hey, Wawona Kanye going on leave. Hey. Sakala, man.
Yeah. Enlighten us.
Consensually, obviously, with consent.
Yeah, elaborate.
Consent, yes.
Elaborate.
Yeah, there's a lot that
Very
you can
important.
do. Asking me to elaborate.
Yeah.
I've never been in a threesome, so I don't know.
Okay,
but
what
like,
would you do on a girl's body? Because there's a lot you can do.
No, all I'm saying is there's a lot, man. There's boobs. There's the actual private part. And then also it matters when you know the weaknesses and the soft spots of the person that you're with, And when it's 2 women, like how many holes is that?
Sure.
Damn. I count 4. Are you including now the ones on the face?
I mean, look, it's a hole.
I'm counting 6.
A hole means there's something.
And there's one of you.
Hey, and there's one of you.
Yeah.
But I'm also counting 6. No. You can handle it. You'll make a plan, bro. I've never been in a position.
You will
but yeah.
find a way.
You'll find a way.
Yeah.
Be free. Let the excitement flow.
Yeah.
Be spontaneous.
Yeah. You want to jump in on this, Dudu? I saw you jumping up and down when we started speaking about threesomes.
You want to jump in?
Yeah, you want to jump in? Do you agree with what Zozo is saying?
That there's a lot you can do. Yes, I do agree. And also the responsibility is not only on you, right? It's 3 people who are engaging in sex. So if it's doggy, so she can be eating her out while the pressure is not only on you. You work together. Yeah.
Or you could be eating the other one out while you doggy the other one.
Exactly. You play around.
So she'll have to stand over the one you're doggy.
Oh, shit. You okay. That's fire.
I'm doing that when I make.
How, man?
It's just too late. Mac uses that chair at the corner of the hotel room. There's always a chair. You got to,
Bro, last time I had a threesome, I was in my 20s. Come on, bro. I didn't
real?
have experience.
yeah.
Let me have one now.
You can't.
I think you missed your chance. You were in
You can't now, man.
and you did nothing.
And I mean,
Nah, there's no way a lady was going to prove that. No ways, bro.
For real?
Yeah. I'd have to get it, like, super drunk. and we ain't trying to do that.
Yeah, man.
But anyway, before we get the show started, are you feeling lucky? Get ready to test that out. I'm talking about the Pragmatic Play Drops and Win promotion. And trust me, you don't want to miss it. All thanks to Hollywood Bets. From the 4th of June all the way to November the 19th, you have a chance to grab a share of a massive 42 million rands in cash, Penduka. That's right, 42 million rands. You can win through the weekly wheel drops and daily tournaments. It's super easy to get involved, and the prices are absolutely insane. To get started, make sure you use our special promo code Chillers. And just a heads up, this amazing opportunity is for 18 and older, so please play responsibly. That's Chillers. That's our promo code. Ready to get in the action? Join the party and click the link below. Good luck, man. That's all thanks to Hollywood Bets. So there's only one place to start, and that is the P. Diddy trial.
Diddy!
Everybody's talking about that.
Yeah.
Man.
Sean Diddy Combs' fate has been determined. After weeks of testimony in the rap mogul's sex trafficking trial, a New York jury has issued its verdict. Combs was found not guilty on count 1, racketeering conspiracy. As to count 2, sex trafficking by force, fraud, or coercion, which pertained to victim 1, Cassie Ventura, he was also found not guilty. On count 3, transportation to engage in prostitution, also pertaining to victim 1, Cassie Ventura, and commercial sex workers, he was found guilty. Combs was found not guilty on count 4, sex trafficking by force, fraud, or coercion, which pertained to victim 2, aka Jane. And count 5, transportation to engage in prostitution, also pertaining to victim 2, Jane, and commercial sex workers, he was found guilty. Since May, the prosecution has been arguing that the Bad Boy Records founder had used his sprawling network of employees to carry out illegal activity, including orchestrating days-long freak-offs that required an onslaught of illegal substances and sex workers around the country.
Your thoughts, Penduka?
Nah, man, my thoughts is, I think we saw it already that, hey, man, being a freak is not a crime. And if everybody consented, then where's the crime? Yep. I feel like, wait, man. So if Cassie, what about Cassie? How does she then get away scot-free? Because she consented. She knew that there would be prostitution. Or is she not the one paying? Therefore, the crime is not on her? Because she was a willing participant. And
there were times where she called prostitutes on her own accord without P. Diddy there.
Yes, because these prostitutes have been out there. These male prostitutes have been giving these interviews. And one gave an interview with Cameron and gave all these details. And as you're saying, it was like that. And she was there benefiting as well. It's very tricky, but we saw it coming, bro. There's no serious crime. The guy is a freak. And he beats up women. Now that is messed up. But obviously, Cassie's not pressing charges. She got a paycheck, didn't she?
Yeah.
How many millions was it? 20, 30? Right? So, yeah, man. Guy was a free guy. He's not a nice guy, but he's a freak as well. And there's no crime there, bro.
How was Cassie benefiting? You said Cassie was, I might have missed
Cassie was living the high life, flying around in private jets, staying in 5-star hotels, getting money from Diddy, and participating in these things. Because of the benefits. So maybe she wouldn't necessarily participate in these things in her normal life, but she's dating a rich man who's got all these things that she's benefiting from. Therefore, she's benefiting.
Okay, so because she, if I'm not mistaken, was part of the case and had to testify or something, right?
Yeah.
She did.
So then it's two ways. If she was benefiting off of what Diddy was doing, why would she then come up and then go against him?
She wasn't benefiting off of what he was doing. She was benefiting from being part of his life and going along with whatever he's proposing. Like most women do while dating a rich guy. If let's say you don't do anal, for example, and a rich man is like, let's do anal, and you're uncomfortable with it. In a normal relationship, he should back off. Like, all right, cool, you're uncomfortable, it's fine. But in some relationships where women are benefiting from this lifestyle and to not put this lifestyle in danger, they go along with these things. And it was that with Cassie. She was going along with all these things because she was benefiting either with her music career. Definitely she benefited from being with Diddy musically via her career, and financially as well. And just the softness of these 5-star hotels she was frequenting.
So yes or no, does it make her a hypocrite then? Because if
it makes her an accomplice, in the way I view it.
I say hypocrite because she took a stand against him, right?
Yes.
She took a stand against him. But you're also then saying she benefited from it. So does it make her a hypocrite because it was fine when it served her, but no longer fine when it was no longer serving her?
It does. And I know people are going to throw in the Stockholm syndrome that, hey, you know, when people, you know, are in a position and then they have this fondness and to the person who's tormenting them. And then I know people are going to talk about trauma as well. But it is how it looks like from the outside.
But what's your take, Zozo? What's your take on the P. Diddy thing?
Look, for me, I feel like I hate this because it's something that's already been said before, but I feel like it's a step back. Somebody, in simple terms, there's a man who did something wrong to multiple people. Abuses power to multiple people. And then I feel like it's not getting away scot-free because I think I read that he's going to get some jail time. But I don't think he's getting the right, in my personal opinion, getting the right amount of jail time because we've had this conversation multiple times where I feel like the punishment needs to equate to the crime. So it's very crazy, but if you're a rapist, slice off the part that you used to... You know?
Dick. You can
do you
say
understand?
these things.
You know, so I feel like this now brings in the whole power conversation where if you have money and influence, then you can get away with a lot of things. So I do not support any of the things that happened that Diddy did or that at least is out there in the news. I feel like the punishment he's getting right now could have been much worse. Also, just based simply on there's a video with the Cassie one because I watched it recently after his verdict
that
came out.
all goes away.
There's a video that shows
But he wasn't on trial for that.
And
That's
also
the
she
problem,
settled, remember?
though.
Also, she settled with Diddy. So she chose self-preservation over justice, especially... Now, we don't know how long the video is. And there's also... What is it? Statute of limitations in America with how far... ago a crime happened and you can't prosecute it. But also, she chose self-preservation over the guy going to jail or justice because she took the money.
Did you hear the word justice? Sounds like a man decided to fuck it.
Justice. What justice? What justice? He was like, I'm going to defeat the ends of justice. Hey, where are your ends? Oh, these are your ends. So let me defeat them. The ends of justice. And justice is the man.
Yes, as you were. Yes.
Justice Malala. Is he still around? You remember journalist, news anchor, talk show, current affairs guy, justice writer, columnist guy? Yeah. So for me, I feel like she had an opportunity, but she chose the bag. I mean, her music career pretty much is dead. She's dating a trainer, physical trainer, so life is tough. She chose the bag, over justice. Because all that is out the window. We saw that. That's what I'm saying. Diddy is not a nice guy. And you're right. There's probably other foul things he committed he deserves time for, but those were not in this case. And those were not proven, and he wasn't being tried for some of the horrendous things he's done.
But what does that mean? Does that mean the law is not on the side of the people?
No, the law is fair. But what charges...
Is it fair?
It is fair because if Diddy killed somebody, then it should have been a murder case. But no evidence was brought forward to have a case for all the horrific stuff that Diddy's capable of. It was about his sex and whether it was consensual or not, and it turns out it was consensual. And then now there was battery, racketeering, and all these other things that were not being proven beyond reasonable doubt. So you're only dealing with the charges that are in front of us.
Let me read some comments from chillers.
Yeah.
Karo Mkonyeni says, my question is, what happened to the charge of racketeering? And why would the prosecution charge Diddy for racketeering if there's no evidence? Another one says, I expected the almost exact outcome. Money has power no matter where you are. Fair for Diddy, but more disappointing to the victims. Judiciary.
is also good business for perpetrators, by the way. Big Dog Pages says, firstly, I still don't understand why they even decided to think of the word bail in a P. Diddy case. Secondly, it's not like these celebrities want to talk because they don't want to ruin their status because they've been to P. Diddy parties. So this one is controversial case. Magashisiwe. Dirty Harry 876, not surprised at all, especially for the RICO charge, which is the most important charge in the case. Their evidence wasn't strong. The prosecution failed to show any real incriminating actions, and they weren't able to bring the jury on their side. Freak-offs aren't a crime. I don't like the guy. He abused many, many women.
He did. And men.
I wish that the prosecution did more so that he can see some real time for the foul shit that he did to these people. Diddy won this case. This is the best outcome he could have wished for. He's going to feel invincible. Sean Combs has beat the system. And lastly, Brian Steele is the best defense lawyer in the world. No case here. It was just adults partaking in freak-offs.
Nah, but there was some shadiness, bro, because Diddy would put stuff in alcohol, but all these things we've been told, but clearly they didn't hold any water or weren't proven in court. He's not a nice guy. He's a freak, aside. You can be a freak and still be a lovely human, right? I mean, look at Spew. He's a freak and he's still a lovely human. You know what I mean? You don't need to be a dick about it. Those people are consenting. There's no trickery into doing your things with people. It's fine.
I think the conversation is regarding law and morality. So the law says that freak-offs are not a crime.
Yes.
However, morally, why would you want to piss on someone? Like,
morally, Okay, wait, Mac. But there's freak-offs and then there's pissing on somebody. You can have a freak-off without pissing on someone.
But what if my freak off includes pissing on somebody?
Yeah, and morally, it's not wrong if the other person consents on being pissed on.
No. I'm saying morally, as human beings, there's no one who wakes up in the mind and says, I want to piss on someone. Like, that's morally wrong, bro.
According to who?
Is coming on somebody's face morally wrong? See, what's the difference there?
Yeah. It becomes a very complicated conversation once you include morals, because I think morals are subjective. What I think is morally correct might be morally incorrect to somebody else. So 100%. That's where consent then
Dog style could be moral to some people.
Yeah, some people just prefer... Some people just prefer missionary, and that's okay.
Because it's the godly way,
Yeah, and morally, dog style is just,
It's bad.
Exactly.
There's people who don't have dog style.
Why do you want to sleep with me like a dog?
Morals, we're not dogs.
Yeah, exactly. Why must I be on all fours because you want to be satisfied?
We don't eat from the ground. We eat with...
Yeah.
We don't eat without touching our hands. Dogs do all that shit.
Exactly.
So
you're supposed to come in from on top of me, not from behind.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you understand? So no, when once you include morals, it becomes very complicated and subjective.
Yeah.
Pissing on somebody who doesn't want to be pissed on is morally wrong, because now you're violating somebody. Hey?
Unless they say it's okay.
Yes, because you're violating somebody. It's like having anal sex with somebody who doesn't want anal sex. That is now rape. It's morally wrong. And you're violating somebody. But somebody who says, yeah, it's yours, take it. You're not violating them.
Think about those girls I think it's Dubai, those ladies in Dubai, where apparently they were like men who were...
shitting on them.
You understand? They went there. Yeah, maybe circumstance took them there, but they went there knowing what's going to happen.
Yeah.
So is that morally incorrect? No.
No. They knew
what was going to happen. Yeah.
No, it's not. They're getting paid handsomely.
They knew what was going to happen.
But who wants to shit on someone, guys?
Hey, it's for the bag.
Bro, people have funny fetishes. Some people, that's a fetish. Some people, dehumanizing the next person is a fetish.
Yeah.
And it's a sense of power. Like, I can do the one thing that I shouldn't be doing on a human, but I found somebody who I can do it to them and dominate them. And some people get turned on by that thought and the action of it and seeing it unfold. Turns them on.
I want to play you a clip from Akademiks. It's so funny. But before that, Candace Owens, according to her, she says it wasn't really about the case because they didn't have enough evidence, right? It was a humiliation ritual.
Oh, I see.
That's what
a humbling moment.
Yes.
Orchestrated humbling moment.
Because it's fucked forever.
Oh yeah. He won't be the Diddy showing up as the Joker at on Halloween. Remember that video? As the Joker. He's not going to be that Diddy. He's not going to be the Diddy anymore, showing up at the Nickelodeon Kids Choice Awards as a guest. He's not going to be the Diddy being invited to come speak as a keynote speaker at a graduation somewhere in university. He's not going to be the Diddy who was given keys to the city by the mayor of New York. Yeah, that's all gone. He just has to live his life humbly, running his businesses, and he'll try his luck, but he's not. It's like Oscar can't ever be that guy now. Oscar Pistorius. Oh, wow.
I disagree. And I disagree because at the end of the day, the objective, if we're speaking media, brands, the objective is always one, we have to make money. Diddy's brand is a big brand. Diddy's brand, I don't think he probably did some kind of like value to his name because of everything that happened. But it's the same with people say, I'll still listen to R. Kelly today. I don't care what he did. I'll still listen to him because of what happened. So if you as a brand are able to carefully construct and shape whatever message you are trying to take out of into the world and everything, and you decide to use Diddy as your face, if you plan it properly and you say, yes, he was a guy that used to do these weird things at his house with freak offs and sex and da. If you are a smart brand, I'm pretty sure there's a way that you can find an angle that makes people, because guys,
like baby oil. If you're baby oil brand,
do you understand?
There's
one thing, and I hate this because
Damn, bro.
I hate this because
Shit.
there is an opportunity here. There's an opportunity for some brand, some way to do something with a Diddy. Do you understand? So
definitely.
Yeah, his value might have maybe decreased a bit, but I don't think it's completely over for him. Is R. Kelly gonna come out at some point? Because I don't know how long he's there for.
Yeah.
But let's say he does come out, or he does come out. Are you gonna be shocked if you hear a big song that
but
he
R.
released
Kelly
after?
didn't piss off the wrong people. Remember, Diddy pissed off his handlers.
But R. Kelly,
He can find new people. I have money. Money speaks. Money talks. At the end of the day, it's about the zeros on the check.
But the guys that have the real money, no one's gonna touch him, bro.
I don't know. I think if you have it's what they say. There's always there's a right amount for anything.
But he's definitely eroded a lot of goodwill that was in his name, that allowed him into certain places and allowed him to carry himself the way he wanted to. With what you're saying, he now needs to either move as an admitted, freak who's finding God's way, or exactly. You know what I mean? And that's not who he is. We've seen who he is. Okay. It's the guy he's always been. A freak.
If you say it that way, then okay, but
maybe he can become a pastor now.
Yeah. You see, but that would be him branding, and he would say this is who he is. It's possible it's not who he is. The freak, that dog is still in there. That dog is in him, shiny as hell.
How do you think he's gonna feel about none of the celebrities supporting him?
Oh yeah. He'll know. I mean, when there's a dog, and I think that's gonna be the one blessing, because now you'll know his friends.
Kanye went to court to support him.
Was he supporting him? Did Kanye say he's supporting him because he showed up?
Like it, yeah. I mean, he's even got those Save Diddy shirts. He printed.
Oh, okay.
Even wore Sean John. Yes.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, well, there's a dog friends a few, so it's a blessing for Diddy. Luckily, those moments are great in life when shit goes wrong and you get to see who you know.
Yeah.
Those are beautiful moments. Even though Diddy's fucked up, there's some messed up things, but that's going to be the one good thing he'll see, because he was always the guy throwing parties, everybody loved him, etc. And nobody said a word. And there's probably people he's helped, given money to, bailed out, saved their houses, all sorts of stuff, and none of them showed up. So that's the one, silver lining in all of this for him personally. I see it like that.
I'm not sure. I think he gives off subtle, narcissistic traits. So for somebody like him, with everything that's happened over the years that we never knew about until now, I think there's a part of him that expected to get a lot more support than what he got currently.
Oh, I get what you mean.
Which then makes him upset. So I was there for you in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
So he doesn't see it as a,
So
thank
now
God, good
all
riddance.
of those people that were there, that he thinks he was there for or he supported are not there for him right now, privately or publicly. So I think now, as the kind of character that I'm thinking he is, I don't think he's very happy that he didn't get the amount of support that
So he's angry.
he
It's
I think
vengeance.
so.
Yeah.
Which is
He
dangerous.
seems very
Which is
vindictive.
Which is
dangerous.
dangerous. Because what could happen after that?
Yeah, that's why even Cassie wrote a letter to the judge saying, please don't grant him bail because she feels like her life is in danger now. So even after this entire public humiliation, she, adding to your point, probably feels he's still capable of going after her one way or the other. I mean, we heard with Kid Cudi and the dog in the car. And, you know, he's a fucking vindictive motherfucker. Like, he goes for vengeance. He's not going to leave any stone unturned.
I want to play Akademiks. It's quite long, but this shit is so funny, man.
Yeah.
Listen to this.
If Diddy not guilty for sex trafficking, fuck them hoes. Not guilty on everything. Prostitution, y'all niggas pay for pussy too. Get out of here, man. Let that boy free, man. Y'all niggas pay for pussy too. Get out of here. Get out of here, bro.
Everyone does.
I'm sorry. And for the people who, listen, I'm just going off the verdict. Just like y'all niggas was going off the allegations. But them hoes got up there and lied. Y'all bitches was sucking dick, getting peed on. You know why? Because you wanted Diddy. He ain't sex traffic you. He did beat your ass, though. He did. Yeah. But this ain't a beat your ass case. You got to go to the beat your ass case. This ain't a beat your ass case. And you got the 20 mil for the beat your ass. Okay? The facts is the facts. The feminists about to be tight. They couldn't wait for Diddy to be cooked. Young Miami. Where you at, Young Miami? By the way, Diddy got some backed up urine for you. You're still getting peed on. You're still getting peed on, okay? The courts have ruled your ass getting peed on is not a crime because you love it, okay? That's what they've said. Cassie loved it. Hey, listen, I'm going with the law. I don't care what none of you hoes say. I know they're going to be sick on Twitter. No, this is more than domestic violence. This is like mental coercion. This is like mental abuse. And you broke bitches who love to say a nigga financially abusing you because he don't want to pay you $10,000 a month rent. Kick rocks and get some knee pads. Facts. Get out of here. It's clip for y'all. By the way, you had no idea that you wanted to sue Diddy until you seen what Cassie got. See, you pocket watching bitches. All of these people saw Cassie get a bag and they all wanted a bag. Bags canceled. Okay? Bags are canceled.
You pocket watching bitches.
It's valid points, man.
Anyway, all right, cool, man. So what you got for us there, Zozo? What else has been happening besides P. Diddy?
So Somizi is in the news again.
Oh.
Somizi.
She's
Yeah.
been a while.
Well, he's in the news for not paying people.
Somizi.
Oh.
Yeah.
Is it?
Somizi.
So he has a company. I'll get the name just now. He has a company, a cleaning company, and apparently he was taken to the CCMA because he's not paying the people that were
working for him.
working for him, basically.
He's got a cleaning company.
Damn, I didn't know.
Yes, he has a cleaning company, and the people that were commissioned to work for him or that were working for him in that company were not paid. So the amount that was apparently that he hasn't paid, that he's in the CCMA for, is about 165,402 rand 62 cents.
Yeah.
It's a cleaning service firm directed by him and Lindo Maleho, and they failed to pay workers placed at Transnet in the Carlton Center, and they were unfairly dismissed in April 2025 without warning or hearing, according to the Sunday World. So, I guess my question right now to you would be, because this is not the first time that Somizi is in the news for many things, right?
Yeah.
There was also a SARS issue a few years ago.
Yeah.
So my question then becomes, what does this mean or say? Because, or what does it give us? What does it make us think? Because my first question would be, is it a lack of not knowing? Or is it that he just doesn't care enough?
Yeah,
Or-
sounds like it.
Or is it poor management? Because
The last two.
yeah, is it poor because if you have a company, if you're running a company and you have employees, then you need to know that these people need to get paid for the service that they give you.
Simple.
Do you understand?
Simple.
Just like with the SARS thing, if you have a company, you need to know that you have to pay.
More so if you're living a lavish life in the public's eye.
Exactly. That's very public. So then my question then becomes, which is the three that I asked, what is it? Maybe could it be, because sometimes what I think we're not always thinking about is he's not running the day-to-day, if we're being practical.
There's someone that does
He's
it.
not running the day-to-day. So that means he has people that work with him and under him that are responsible for making sure that everything else in the company,
But he has final say though.
Yeah.
he has final say. But if I hire you and I know that this is your job, and at the end of the day there's somebody that your job is to make sure that people get paid at the end of every month, and you don't do that, who's wrong?
I feel
Is it you who's not doing your job to make sure that people are paid, or is it you as the CEO or the big boss who doesn't care to check? And is it your responsibility as a big boss and to check that the cleaner is paid, all the cleaners are paid?
Because it's him to oversee that things are happening. And also, a lot of times when the money goes out the account, because look, it's a cleaning company. I know Somizi's got a lot going for him. I don't think, though, he wouldn't, be privy to, or his authorization is eventually needed, especially for payroll month end when monies go out. He oversees all of that.
Which implies then maybe they're not caring enough to know the smaller details.
Yeah, maybe. But also, it sounds like he knew, because if he didn't know by now, he would have come out and said, oh, damn, my HR guy has been stealing money and didn't pay these guys. Now, I look like I'm not the one paying him. And also remember, this is a cleaning company, bro. These people who get those jobs are the most vulnerable in the country.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like, if you're not paying your cleaner 6,000, 10,000, or whatever you're paying them a month, you know the ripple effects of that. So for me, that's messed up.
But it's your job to pay people. People need to get paid, especially if they've done the job.
Yes.
You understand what I'm saying?
Especially the ones who make
You owe
sure
them.
that they do what you hired them to do.
Yes.
Because I remember, especially when we get cancelled, sometimes there were months where you didn't meet target. So I'd have to take money from our own personal capacity to make sure that everybody's paid.
Because the job was done.
The job was done, bro. You know what I mean? And it's not people's fault that there's no money in the bank.
And for me, that's now the risk versus the benefit of being an entrepreneur. Because when the risk comes, you have to absorb it.
Yes.
But when the rewards come, you don't want to say to these guys, oh yeah, we'll pay you 100 times more because business is good now. You'll still pay them. And that's part of you bearing the risk and you then reaping the rewards. It's part of business. So for me, nah, man, that's messed up. Because also, and you see how now there may be a ripple effect, because by not paying those guys, somebody out there's going to be like, how did Somizi get the cleaning tender at Park Station? Because you didn't do a basic thing. Now the whole country knows you got a cleaning tender.
And he could have covered that bill. He's got money, Somizi, man.
Yes, he's always overseas.
Yeah, that's how many bottles of champagne?
Yeah.
Come on now.
Yo, how so many? So oversee your business too. Like, he stays flying. You see, that's a small fumble. 100 and something K doesn't sound like a lot of money, man. Especially when you're in business, cleaning Park Station or some part of the trains or whatever.
But imagine the difference that makes to the cleaning lady who earns 6,000. That's her whole life.
Huge.
He's probably spending all of that in Durban, July right now as we speak.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the sheriff ordered to seize his company assets because of those unpaid salaries.
Have you guys been to Durban, July?
Like twice.
I've never. I hope I do. I think I want to go next year because obviously I can't go this year. Yeah. So no, I've never, but I would like to go. I think just more than anything for the experience.
It's one big fuck fest there, man. I want you.
Do you guys hate that?
No, that's beautiful. For people who are in that phase of their life. For people
that in that phase of life.
People are in that
I'm
phase
asking
of
the
their
wrong
life.
people. Yeah,
Sorry,
I'm asking the wrong people. I'm asking men who are committed.
Yeah, we've been there, done that.
Yeah. If you're in that part of your life, enjoy, man. You only live once, Go out there, represent, stay safe.
I got a question, bro. Who do you think gets ridden on the most, the horses or the slay queens?
The slay queens.
The slay queens.
The slay queens, come on.
The slay queens are there to
The race
work.
for the slay queens is on.
The slay queens are there to work.
They're there to work.
Just like the horses are working.
Yeah, I saw the dog one. You know that dog SPCA one? No, on Instagram she posted she's in Balito already. Yeah? I was like, that's all.
The dog is in Balito.
Not the dog. The dog slay queen, the one that who exposed the dog for being underfed.
She's in Balito.
Yeah, already. I saw. I'm like, oh damn.
So you still following her?
No, it pops out. Yeah, I was like, everybody's there. Nah, bro. The economy of it's not at the race course, man, of Durban July. The economy is in the hotels, it's in the money, swapping amongst people. You know what I mean?
You gotta do it.
Between men and women.
If you've never done it, you gotta do it. It's crazy, man. I remember the last time I was there. Remember a few years back, there was a BMW that burnt.
Oh yeah, no, not an AMG, C63, but the guy was revving his car.
Yes,
that
was my friend.
Florida,
I was there.
Florida Road.
Yeah, I was there. That was my friend Zippo.
Oh shit.
Yeah, literally, I was walking towards him.
Yeah.
Because I was still broke at the time, so I was walking back to catch a taxi. Well, I wanted to go back to the hotel.
God, don't lie, man.
No, I kid you not.
Ain't no taxis, man.
No, I kid you not.
Uber.
Yeah, like a meter taxi.
Oh,
yes.
Okay.
So I'm walking past and I see Zippo. He's got like bitches coming out of the sunroof.
Yeah.
He's revving the car. I'm like, hey, Zippo. So
I'm nailing it, Zippo.
As I was walking past, the car started like... it was crazy.
Combusted.
It was crazy, man.
Shame,
He
man.
got too excited.
Yeah, and then he just bought another car the next day.
Oh, okay, nice.
Insurance. Thank you.
Yeah, it's his money, bro.
Oh, money.
Ooh.
Then there's a
damn.
market,
Shout
but
out
you
to
see
him.
that then it's two conversations because there are people who go there because they hope to get something, and then there are people who go there because they know what they can do and what they can give.
What do you
So there's the guy who can rev his car and blow it up and buy a car the next day.
Yeah.
And it's fine because he still gets the whatever his intention is.
He's
to
gone
get
for the
there.
girls.
He still gets the girls.
Yeah.
And then there's the guy who spends all his money there and then still nothing.
You're
after
right.
that.
Yeah.
But do you blame those guys? Because look, it's an experience.
They're hopeful.
If it's-
I don't blame them for being hopeful.
That sounds like Tuso. Yeah, Tuso would do that. Tuso wouldn't do that, guys.
But you only live once, man. Come on,
Okay,
man.
who would do it from the network? Who would do it?
Blow they lost money.
Shots. Oh, yeah, Shots.
Oh yeah, Shots only lives once, bro.
Yeah, he'd sell his cameras.
Shots only lives once. He saw the cameras.
Why is no one saying Spewy?
Nah.
Spio's
You're
responsible. Nah, Spio's
Spio's
responsible,
responsible.
actually.
Okay.
Very responsible.
He works hard, plays hard.
Okay.
Yeah, he's responsible.
Got
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
People look out and say, nah, man.
But I want to
Let's
ask you,
not do
so what do you do if you see someone at Durban July who owes you money?
That's awkward.
Bah. I remind them they owe me. There's only one
No,
thing
so
to do.
let's be honest.
What?
You're gonna say you owe me money, yeah, but you're here.
Yeah.
No.
Also, ito na le ampasha. Manje le ampasha. And I'm not talking about your outfit, nigga. Shit. Hey, le ampasha. And this one, le ampasha. No, you put le ampasha. Le ampasha. It's not le ampasha. Le ampasha, oh, you let them know. Because, come on.
Okay, and then they say, I've got you, don't worry, next week. Then what do you
Yeah,
say?
they always say that. Yeah.
Yeah, now
But
you
that
just...
time he just ordered 10 champagnes.
Exactly.
Look, it all depends on...
Me, I'm taking those champagnes, I'm spilling them on the floor. Fuck out of there, Marashis.
No, it depends. I'm assuming you mean like now the repayment period has lapsed. Oh no, let's say I'm back and done.
Also, you have repayment periods. You say, I'm giving you 100K, you have to pay me within the next 3 months.
Who doesn't do that?
Oh, okay.
Wait, how do you borrow people money?
I don't,
What if
borrow,
you do?
I don't have enough money to borrow people. So
Yeah,
I don't
but
borrow
like if I said Zozo Kupa 100 rand right now, my app is giving me problems. I want to catch an Uber to my house.
Can I be completely honest? If I give you money, I don't expect to get it back. Because people...
I
No.
As we want our money,
I'm not
we're
saying
poor.
that because I don't need the money. But the expectation also creates an opportunity for disappointment.
Yeah.
I don't
love
want
the
that.
disappointment because I'm done with you.
Yeah, then you disappoint me and then I know
done.
you've burnt that bridge, so
That's
let's
it.
move on.
That's why then you must always put a
Sometimes I
date.
look forward to people disappointing me because now I know I can say, but remember.
That's why you must put a date to Friday. When Friday comes, I don't even remind you. I'm like, cause...
But dog, we're friends. We've had such good memories, dog.
What do you mean?
Why are you gonna
No.
blue tick me like
We're
that?
still friends.
Yeah.
But now, with money with that.
Yeah.
Like we're still friends. So if you say
I can
at
still
night
call you.
five clipper, nkai sasa or Friday nkai cool. But
So I
then,
can still call you. We can still go to Durban July.
yeah. I won't be there if you need impact and to help with some things. It's like Tana kumbula leya. That's the sweetest part of somebody owes. Like
you-
kumbula leya,
but you
kumbula
see,
leya.
now you're going to Durban July with conditions with your friend.
You see?
Is that fun?
You need conditions. All friendships have conditions.
Yeah, but some of them are not like that to an extent where now it's uncomfortable. We can't party together properly. Now I have to order a savannah instead of the bottle because I owe you money.
Oh, but why are you doing that now? Like,
So let's just not go together.
Yeah.
Let's leave it.
oh, so it's on kappa because you owe me
Yeah,
money.
no, I'm leaving you.
Because you owe me. You
yeah,
can't.
rather.
Then to me, that says a lot about your friendship, that you're disrespecting me because it's like, okay, so you're prioritizing your fun at Durban July than our friendship. And you saying, let me give Usolis 1,000 rands. But instead, you're saying, let me get this 1,000 rand and buy a ticket to Durban.
100%. People, we want to be satisfied right now. So I know I owe Sol 100,000 rand, but I have 50,000 rand to go to Durban July. I'll see Sol later. Sol is my boy.
Tanko!
I'll see Sol later.
Ayolo.
I'll see Sol later. I want to go to Durban July.
I couldn't.
And I'm going to get there. You going to pay for the bill, nigga.
Exactly.
You know.
Imagine, I mean, nice. Never not
Can
me.
you
Never
imagine
could
how
never
many
be me.
unpaid bills there must be from this week? Oh, man. Durban July is a
Unpaid
mess,
bills,
bro.
girls who are new to this selling bums things, and then they don't get paid in the morning. You know, there's always a girl who's new to their life,
Bro,
and then she doesn't know how to finesse it.
So if you're a girl selling and you're not invited to the July, what does that mean?
Oh no, dude, it doesn't work like that. Girls go to the July and they'll find the clients there.
Oh, remember
There's
that?
a few girls who get imported. A lot of them just go there on a cold, expedition. And when they get there, they then finesse their ways into these circles. Some even buy their tickets to these places so that they can be in close proximity. They don't all get imported, bro.
Do you remember there was a video last year when it started? There was a restaurant where it was just full of bitches. No niggas.
Where?
In Durban. They were waiting for the gents. You don't remember that?
Whoa.
You remember that video? Oh, you guys, man. There was a video of some restaurant in Durban where it was just girls,
The
bro.
manager organized that, definitely.
Nah, bro.
As the place to be.
No. It was just girls,
That would
bro.
be smart.
Waiting for like
So
their prey.
that's the Stockholm preparing itself for...
Yes.
Nah, I
Okay.
say management. So you tell them it's not smart for like management to do that and then post it on social media, but like,
No, they don't need
After
to, bro.
party.
Every spot is happening
oh shit, for
during that
real.
weekend. You don't need to, bro.
Whoa, man.
You do that for like quiet nights, you know? Yes, fair checker? Oh, I heard someone.
Yeah, there was a bell.
Oh, it was someone's phone.
Can't be mine, man.
Is it mine?
Mine, or could have been mine actually.
Oh, shit. Now, ladies, at the Durban July. Oh, shit.
Speaking of...
You didn't know you go to the Durban July, bro.
No, I'm kidding. What else you got for us there?
So Trevor Gumbi now there's a thing happening where he has a court case. He has to appear in the Krugersdorp Magistrates Court on July the 26th for assault charges. So apparently, what happened is that his neighbor, there was smoke coming from, if I understand it correctly, there was smoke coming from his neighbor's house into his house.
Yeah.
Were they smoking?
It doesn't clarify.
Okay.
And then he got agitated and then it became a bit of an altercation. And apparently he punched the mother and the
what?
The mother and the daughter. Allegedly. Allegedly. That's what happened, right? So here's what I think.
Yeah.
Nah? If any of this is true, first of all, no man should hit a woman, obviously. Nobody should hit
especially if you're not
anyone,
being
but like
attacked.
no man should hit a woman. But also, Trevor Gumbi I can be corrected, is a recovering addict.
Drug addict, yes.
Drug addict,
He speaks
right?
about it, yeah.
So I'm reaching, but what if, because if it's smoke, then it triggers something in you. Guys, that's why I said I'm reaching. No, guys, wait. No. So, and like I said, I know I'm reaching. But he's a recovering drug addict, right? And so what if, like, maybe that thing was like, it triggered him and he's trying to, like, maintain... I can't be serious if you're laughing.
How can we be serious? How can we be serious? The smoke triggered.
And you know why it's important? As a recovering... Which is something that he's been very public about. As a recovering drug addict, maybe, because people have different triggers.
Yes.
And I don't want to say I'm pretty sure, but for it to get to a point where they're having physical, potentially altercations, then maybe he probably reached out to the neighbor and said, ma'am, like...
No smoke after 8.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
And then this lady is not hearing him, and she keeps doing it because it's my house. I can do whatever I want.
Yeah, of course.
So now this thing is like, I've spoken to this woman and she's not listening. So now he actually went to like, and then it resulted in whatever that happened. I repeat, it's not okay to hit women.
Of course.
But also the other thing is just also get a house that's big enough for you to not have to engage with neighbors so close to you, because now smoking is a problem.
What if it wasn't at his house? What if it was at a PNB? What was this?
I think it was at his house. At his house.
Is it? Oh,
Yeah,
damn,
I
bro.
think it was at his
Whoa,
house.
last time I checked, he might have moved, actually. I'm not sure.
Is it? There must be something going on, because you don't just fight with your neighbor over smoke unless there's been like beef. The neighbor is always problematic or something.
No, it does happen. One of the guys I was seeing who ghosted me twice. How embarrassing.
Why did he
One of
ghost
the
you?
guys, I don't know why he ghosted me. He
You ain't
ghosted
seeing
me,
him.
so he's gone. Well, the first time, I still don't know why he ghosted me, because he gave me some nonsense excuse. Then because I'm whoever I am, took him back. Then he ghosted me again.
Is
He showed me
Funo
that
has
this
me
is...
twice.
Do you understand?
his name Black Coffee?
No.
Oh.
No,
But the
it's
guy you were
not.
dating ghosted you twice.
Yeah, that's not what
Yo,
we're talking
that's
about
sad,
right
man.
now. Yeah,
By
it's
the way-
very bad.
by the
No,
way,
I'm
Sorry,
fine.
people are fucked up.
By
man.
the way, Entle fumbled the bag there, man. By Coffee there. Like, she fumbled, bro.
Of course, everybody knows this.
That nigga's big, dog.
But okay, now think about this. How bad was whatever she was going through if she saw that? Remember, she was with him in Ibiza, in LA, in Canada, in Azerbaijan, in fucking Formula One in Monaco, all these places, and knew who he is. And she still said, I'm walking out. How bad then is what she went through? If you think about it in that way.
No, but it depends. People have different tolerance levels. Maybe her tolerance level didn't allow for her to continue with him, whereas maybe the new lady now is okay with it. Like people
Or
have
maybe
different
he's a changed man. Maybe he's
or
found the
maybe
love
he's
of his
a changed
life.
man. He grew up.
Because
you know?
Oaks do find the love of their lives while they married.
They find the woman that they want to be better for.
Whoa.
Yeah.
But anyway, back to Trevor Gumbi, yeah, and the smoke.
Yeah, so he's gonna be appearing in court sometime this month because of that. And
That's crazy.
I look like it's what I said. What if if it's wrong to hit women?
I wanna
Maybe
know
he
the-
was triggered.
I want to
you
know, man, the context. Like, what happened? I wish I could go to, if I had time, Google a case. Because,
Don't we have Trevor's number? Yeah, we got Trevor.
Because
well,
it's
we'll be
very
still able to
possible
tell us.
that
It's
all
sub
of it is not
judice.
true.
It's still, but I hope he tells us what happened. Because think about it.
Must I
What
call
if the
WhatsApp
neighbor is white and they call him, you gaffer, you stinking gaffer? You
that- all of that is
would
possible.
Trigger
Yeah,
anyone, bro.
exactly.
You know what I mean? You stinking
Yeah.
gaffer. Oh, imagine. So the context, I mean,
And
Yo, Gumbi! Gumbi! Can you hear me, Gumbi? Yo, Gumbi! Yo, can you hear me, bro?
Yes, I can.
Good, man. You live on podcast and Chill Soul is here. Zozo's here, man.
Oh, shit.
Hola, Gumbi!
We wanted to find out, man, why are you beating up your neighbor and her daughter?
That never happened, dog. First of all, you know I don't have neighbors.
Oh,
There
hey
we
now.
go.
Hey, neighbor.
Exactly.
Hey, neighbor. Hey, neighbor.
I mean, for real though.
So is it fake news?
What's the space? What's the space? Yeah. Something's coming up. Some legal action from my side to protect my good name.
Oh, okay, at least, man. Why would someone write fake news like that, bro?
Bruh.
Dog, it is defamation of character. I mean, to insinuate that I might live in Krugersdorf.
Yeah, I was thinking too, like, nigga.
Imagine so when you plumb hill, bro.
I got a whole lot of neighbors. I'm dealing with smoke, man.
Yes, Gumbi.
If I really, okay, you guys think about it. If I really go around smacking people who smoke, how come I haven't smacked MacG yet?
Exactly.
True. That's a good one.
Yeah.
Because we're not neighbors, my nigga.
No, but for real, this is a serious accusation that I don't take lightly. It is GBV, and it's something that I don't stand for. And it is unfortunate that I've been lied about, and it is not the Trevor Gumbi that they say and printed it is. It is not me.
Oh, wait. So it's a Trevor Gumbi, but not you.
Yes, sir.
Oh, so the guy who beat up a woman and a child is Trevor Gumbi.
Yes, sir. I've got his ID number. I've got the case number. I've got the accuser's
Oh, shit. So
and
it's
it
his
is-
namesake.
The Trevor Gumbi in question was born on the 25th of June in 1971. Now, I do know I look fucked up, but I don't look like I was born in 1971.
Yeah. Jeez, that's fucked up, bro. I know. Wish you all the best, dog, and please keep us updated, man.
Yeah, ngisayoza imali ye-ref. Ngizobasuwa for 50 trillion.
Well, 100.
And we're gonna box it together, ne, Trevor?
Kota lapho mina nawe we are touring the world silandelwa yi-crew yase I blew it. Bavaya nathi.
All right, thanks, man. Thanks so much, Trevor. Love you long time, bro.
Sure, Anton.
Sure. Okay, makes
Oh,
sense
so it was
now.
lazy journalism. Lazy journalism. Lazy
No,
journalism.
I don't think it's lazy. It's intentional. They know the name Trevor Gumbi is going to sell.
Yeah.
Well, they're gonna sue you. Well, they're gonna
at
sue
what
you.
cost?
That's
Yeah.
What if it was
defamation.
AI, that Trevor?
AI, come on, man. A physical AI? Are we there now with AI? Is it a physical AI?
But we're still keeping the smoke theory. I like that.
No, because there was a Trevor Gumbi who fucked up the neighbor. But also, I mean, I get it's lazy journalism, but damn, you wouldn't think there's another guy who's a shit like Trevor
Trevor
Gumbi.
Gumbi,
Like,
yeah.
It's like there being another Trevor Noah out there. You know what I mean? It's like, whoa.
What else you got for us, Zozo?
So there's also I don't know if you guys remember that the former Director General of the National Financial Investigation Agency in Equatorial Guinea.
Ingonga.
Yeah, I hope I'm saying it right. Baltasar Ingonga.
Ingonga
So-
Mafas.
He's set to face 18 years imprisonment after he appeared in the Malabo, I hope I'm saying it right, Malabo court for his corruption trial. So, look, his sentence is a news platform, Lablet Parlay, reports the national prosecutor has called for a notably severe punishment, which is 8 years in prison for embezzling public funds, 4 years and 5 months for unlawful enrichment, and 6 years and 1 day for abuse of power. So this is where my brain took me, right? It's bad, but corruption happens everywhere.
Yes.
So it's fine. He got caught with his hand in the cookie jar
And his pants down.
and his pants down, right? And that's where I'm going. He is. I'm not sure what the abuse of power exactly refers to, but in my head, I immediately thought maybe it was the abuse of power in the sense that like he's a powerful man in a very high significant position, so that allows him to be able to influence a lot of women to get in whatever situations that they've gotten themselves into. So if that's the case, which I don't think it is, if that's the case, then I don't think it's abuse of power, because he got 6 years and 1 day for abuse of power. And if that is what the abuse of power is, then it's crazy, because as I read further and I just did some more check more information, all of these women were consenting women, number one. And there are videos. For you to be in a video of all of these things, it means that you are, well, in this case, they were aware and they allowed for it to happen. So that can't be something that he's supposed to be punished for, because all of these people wanted to be and engage in all of this. And also, my main point is that I genuinely believe that we are not monogamous human beings. What am I?
By nature.
By nature.
Wait. Both females and males are not monogamous.
Yes, I genuinely do not believe we are monogamous beings, because
it's all fucked.
You can't have one person who's your partner who's able to satisfy and fulfill everything in you that you need as a man or a woman. Do you understand? So you can have a soul. I don't think it's possible, but no, Saul, it's not possible. I have a soul who keeps me awake mentally and like current affairs that are chess conversation. I have a MacGyver who satisfies me sexually.
Yeah,
all the time. I have but my point is that there are different people who are able to service you and attend to you in a way that you deserve. So I feel like it's very unfair if, like I said, if this is his punishment for that, then it's very unfair, because as people, we're not meant to, I believe we're not meant to be monogamous. And I think it makes sense in a perfect world where we have like different, polygamy almost, where you're able to have like different partners who are able to service the needs that you need as for your marriage.
But when does that stop, bro?
It doesn't have to stop. Why does it have to stop?
Ooh. So, firstly, I don't think the abuse of power, but I'll still engage your thought. I don't think the abuse of power is about the sex. Sex.
Yeah.
So remember, this guy was suspected of corruption. And then they raided his office, confiscated the laptops, and that's when they found all the sex stuff.
Yeah.
But that's not what they were looking for. But these zinhle that are personal, but then they found the evidence of corruption. So I think the abuse of power, just like if I break in to Mac's house, slap him around a few times, then take his phone, laptop, right? The main charges will be harassment, there'll be theft, and then there'll be house break-in, all these other extra charges. So obviously, if you hold high position in government and you use that position to enrich yourself, you will be charged with corruption. But I think the abuse of power is just the fact that he took this position and enriched himself.
Yeah.
Not the sex stuff. The sex stuff, they're not even charging him, like you said, is consensual. But I think people, like not being monogamous, it's not about satisfaction. Because even if you have a person who satisfies you, a lot of people have people that satisfies them. You get guys who still cheat on a woman who satisfies her in bed. There's not a single nigga who will say, I cheated on this person because it wasn't satisfying me in bed. It's just pure seeing it and wanting it.
But then how do you justify emotional cheating?
What's emotional cheating?
I confide in you as you're not my partner, but I speak to you about like the things that make me sad. And
great. Oh, yeah.
So I speak to you more than I do about my partner on the emotional. We don't have sex. Maybe we do, but we don't have sex. But I speak because there's emotional cheating and then there's a sexual cheating. I think
men are worried about sexual cheating.
But there's also emotional.
If you don't
cheating.
come with your baggage at home and telling me and you tell Chabu, I'm very happy.
So you only acknowledge cheating. Cheating.
I would be like, I didn't know your favorite color was red. I didn't know your aunt died. Oh, glad you didn't tell me.
That's very interesting. So you only acknowledge cheating when it's sexual, physical.
A lot of men. For me, it's when it's sexual. Definitely. I wouldn't be angry that somebody else knows. But you see, with my relationships, right? Because they also involve us being friends.
Exactly.
But I'm very forgiving of you not telling me some drama you were going through. I'm very forgiving, but cheat on me,
Interesting.
it's a different conversation. Sexually now. A lot of men don't consider that cheating. Like, I would consider it a small betrayal, but not like cheating. I wouldn't be like, yo, man, my woman, bro, she told a nigga at work about the death of her cousin. She didn't tell me.
Okay. Wow, no, that's so interesting. No, do you know why?
And my nigga's like, you, yeah, you're fine. What?
Okay, no, I think it also
You
goes.
know, like,
How could she?
how could she? Her cousin died and she didn't tell me. Come on.
You know why
A lot of
that's
men don't consider
interesting?
that, eh?
You know why that's interesting? I'm gonna slightly touch on this, like, because I think it depends on the type of man that you are. Also, think of Hungani. I'm gonna just touch on it slightly, very
Yes.
quickly. There was a part in, because I watched the interview where he said that when they had the miscarriage with his, I don't know if ex is yet, but like when his then wife, when they had the miscarriage, he felt like there was a part of him that felt like, obviously the Stephanie wanted her mom when she experienced the miscarriage and everything, but he felt a bit like, wow, because I wish I could be there for you as your husband and as your partner to support you through this, because you're going through it and I understand, and I'm going through it too. You understand? So with what you're saying,
That's different.
Then what's the difference?
Because we've lost a child. See. So we should be mourning together.
Not necessarily.
Horrible.
It's emotions at the end of the day. So that means now we're measuring emotions. There's strong emotions and emotions that aren't that important,
That's
which
true,
is not
though.
fair.
That's true though.
Okay.
Like,
I don't think it's fair because
if somebody made you angry today and you didn't tell me about it, that's okay. And that emotion versus you dealing with the loss of our child, two different things.
But somebody who
And you
made
can
me
measure
angry
them.
today and I didn't tell you about it. So say somebody made me angry at work and I didn't tell you about it. I spoke to my colleague that I get along with. And then I come home, I'm still angry because the thing happened. I take it out on you. You don't know what's happening. You now just think I'm your partner who's mad at whatever and I'm reacting to whatever. You don't know that my anger is actually promoted or whatever by something that happened. It has nothing to do with you. But as my partner, you now think I'm mad at you. So that's why then context and
then it's a problem if
communication
it's
is
affecting
important.
me.
It will affect you. You're my partner.
But if something triggered you or made you angry at work and you come back home like it's a normal day and we're fine and we chat about our day and you omit that, but you're still fine.
Yeah, I could have already
Then
spoken
there's
to my work husband, so I don't need to talk about it again.
But those are two different things, because the one is you didn't tell me what happened to you. Then the other is something happened to you and you're taking out on me. It's two different things. Now I've got a problem with you ill-treating me, regardless of whether something happened that you didn't tell me, even if you told me, and you're still coming home with that shit. That's two different things.
Then you
get
need
what
to
I'm
be
saying?
upset when I also don't confide in you emotionally. Because how else are you going to understand what I'm going through? Because my reaction to what you are doing or what's happening in our relationship might be prompted by something that happened outside of our relationship. But for you to understand, you and I need to have some sort of emotional connection and safety that allows me for me to be able to speak to you about even the small stuff about the colleague that upset me at work.
Send a voice note.
Generally, a happy relationship, you ideally want us to talk about things.
Yeah.
Right? It's not always that we meet, we have sex. We're friends before, we are. But I'm just saying, men are very forgiving of, oh, you did that with other people, not me, oh, that's fine. As long as no sex involved, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Generally, we're very chilled up. Women may be like, oh, shit. Oh, you celebrated your birthday with your friends. Not me, then they're angry. But if you celebrate your birthday with your friends and not me, as a man, I wouldn't care, man. Like, I'd care less. As long as, there weren't certain things bad being done, I wouldn't care, man.
You should be listening to us because we're not single, so maybe.
They don't ghost us.
Ouch. Ouch.
That was a low one. That was a low blow.
Touche.
But hey, man, you said you want to come on the podcast. You're on the podcast now.
No, you're right. You guys know better.
Anything that caught your attention,
Hey,
Paduka.
man, what's his name? Peter Groenewald, the thing is doing the most, the Minister of Correctional Services. So you know our prisons are overflowing and overpopulated. So I like people, he's thinking, at least he's thinking of solutions to problems. So first, I agree with them on this one, but it may be problematic. To alleviate the overcrowding, he's saying foreigners must then go and serve their sentences home and burden the taxpayers at home. I like that. Then the second one, so apparently there's 60 prisoners awaiting trial, right? And 2,000 of them are still behind bars because they can't afford 1,000 rands or less bail. 2,000 of them. So he's saying, for some crimes, let's bring back corporal punishment. Smack, like you're sentenced to 5 lashings or 20 lashings and then go home.
I love
and
that.
Don't go to the prison. What do you think about that?
I love that, bro. I love that.
Beat it.
Yeah.
Thing is, there's so many things that are practical. They were just ruined by the apartheid government. And our constitution now has a lot of things that could work for the country, like the death sentence, for example, but they're not there because the apartheid white people weaponized it to target black people. So corporal punishment, you could be beaten in prison, beaten to death sometimes, right? And that was weaponized towards black people, just like with your Solomon Makangus and many other blacks who got killed because there was still the death sentence. But some of these things, I think, man, are practical and they make sense.
We need laws, man. This democracy shit doesn't work, bro.
Yeah, because look at where we are now.
Yeah,
look at where we are.
If you go to the countries that work, bro, I was in layover between Qatar, Abu Dhabi, to Barcelona, right? Met up with this German guy. He's been staying in Abu Dhabi for 12 years. He told me that in 12 years, there's only been 2 murders. 2 murders.
Are you for real?
Yeah, and they knew who it was. They got the person within 5 minutes.
Yeah. Listen to that.
Because they have laws there, bro.
And they have
it's
laws.
not a free-for-all there.
Yeah, and freedoms. You've got freedoms, lots of freedoms, but not all the freedoms. Freedoms are limited. And to have a country that runs, you gotta limit people's freedoms somehow without weaponizing it and abusing it. You know what I mean? Without
2
terrorizing
murders in
people.
12 years.
And the people don't walk around terrorized. They're not being terrorized by the government, but of course you can't do as you please. Listen to that. So I'm like, hey man, Peter Groenewald is doing the thinking and the work. I'm up for some of these ideas. Of course there's loopholes and some stories, it's like death sentence. Of course, there's guys who are innocent and then they get killed.
Of course,
and then, you know. But generally, it might help majority of the problem.
Yeah. Busi? I mean, Dudu?
Yeah. No, it's not a fact. Ne? I just want to add or ask actually. So the reason for corporal punishment is because there's overcrowding, right? In our prisons. That's his reasoning.
Yeah,
right?
some people are waiting trials for like petty
they can't
crimes.
afford
They can't
to
even
pay
afford
bail.
600 bail.
I get that.
So
Oh, true. But how does that?
Bomba.
Yeah.
Bomba.
Yeah. Then how does that alleviate crime?
Not crime.
I don't see it as a solution. I see it as a solution to alleviate pressure on prisons.
Overcrowding.
But crime is still going to be there.
So,
hey man, if you're gonna get
you get a slap, you carry on.
Whipped though.
You get whooped and carry on.
Okay, tell me.
I can survive from a whoop.
Exactly.
Try again.
Once or twice.
Yeah.
My mom. Yeah.
And
my mom also used to beat up my brothers, like whoop them. But they deserved it, right? Didn't you?
Yeah, but I stopped to kanga because my mom was on mura.
But
if we're endlini and kesanga,
but these aren't kids.
Exactly. Thank you, Mac. These are grown ass people.
So you think people will just go, man, I'll steal this shit. I'll take a whooping.
Carry on.
Yes. Because if the worst case scenario is me getting a whooping for stealing 2 million, then
no, but it depends on the crime.
Petty crimes, so fine. Petty crimes,
you can't
fine,
commit a
fine,
schedule
fine.
You're coming in right nicely. You're coming nicely.
Yeah.
You're coming nicely.
It's fine. No, I was wrong.
Costa is smiling now watching this episode. It's like, hey boy, got my job back. No, but I mean, you can't commit a Schedule 5 offense and
I was wrong there. But I think I agree with Dudu by saying I feel like these small punishments aren't It doesn't it doesn't solve anything in the bigger picture. Like I said earlier that I really believe like each crime deserves the punishment that the action of the crime
The
was.
time, the crime,
do you understand? So I really don't think like a whooping is enough of a punishment for even if it's a petty crime, because you need to understand that what you did is wrong. And if you do it again, you need to be scared of the consequences. And right now, are you going to be scared of a whooping or whatever? That's no.
Yeah, fair enough. I just like the fact that he's thinking and
out of the
a
box.
minister who's trying to have
Yes.
solutions that are out of the box, but it's fucking
Yeah,
solutions. You
yeah.
know, he's doing something. man.
Speaking about minister, former deputy president Diddy Mabuza has sadly passed away.
Oh yeah.
Does anyone know what happened?
He had breathing problems. He died
Is
in a
it?
hospital. He just got to a hospital and he was not breathing fine and he passed away, man. Sadly, bro.
Yeah, Dudu.
Yeah, Sol is right. Remember, he once had an issue with being poisoned.
Eh.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's I think it's effects from that poisoning.
So do you know when he got poisoned, right? Then he got flown to Russia by Tutuzane Zuma to get medical help. Now, you know, like Diddy changed the trajectory of South Africa. Like if it wasn't for Diddy Mabuza, there wouldn't be an MK party today. So remember when Cyril, 2017, I think, at the ANC elective conference, when they were voting for the top 6 general secretary, the president, etc. That's where Cyril won the presidency. He was up against Nkosazana Zuma. And the biggest voting bloc at that elective conference is KZN, the province, which Nkosazana had under her bag. Of course, it's her, backyard. And then the second biggest is Mpumalanga. So Didi Mabuza was the first education MEC in Mpumalanga, then became the premier. He was a top ANC guy in Mpumalanga at the time. And then he got sick in 2015. So he's always been close with the Zumas. Hence, Tutuzane flew him out. And he was expected to sway his delegation from Mpumalanga to vote along for Nkosazana Zuma to defeat Cyril. Last minute, sided with Cyril. And these guys, the RET, what do they call them? Radical Economic Transformation Forces, this Zuma and Nkosazana felt a betrayal. So that event had obviously ripple effects. Obviously, now Zuma would never have gone to jail if Nkosazana was president. Bear in mind, right?
Yes.
And Zuma would never have formed MKP. We would never have the fucking riots to begin with in 2021. So this guy literally changed South Africa as it looks today. We wouldn't have GNU, bro. If you think about it. We wouldn't have GNU if it wasn't for Diddy's decision to say, I'm not voting. I'm not convincing my delegation from my province to vote for Nkosazana. Am I telling the story correctly? 100%. Crazy, right? And like he wasn't really spoken that much about, but he was a big, obviously, player within the ANC for the longest time. Huge, influential guy. But yeah, a lot of people don't know that. If it was not for Diddy Mabuza, our political landscape would be living in a different world altogether.
So
Altogether.
do you think that's his legacy? What would you then attribute as?
For me, that would be partly, but if you talk to somebody who lives in Mpumalanga, they have a different story altogether. If you talk to somebody who's from Standerton, who's from Barberton, if you talk in the ANC, there's factions in the ANC. The faction that used to be Jacob Zuma faction, they'll have a different story. They'll tell you of a traitor. The Cyril faction will tell you of a different story. If you speak to somebody who's not affiliated to any faction, it will be a different story. So it's very difficult to tell. From an average South African, the legacy will be, he was the deputy president who was quiet half the time. And that, of course, but there's different legacies in different pockets.
Crazy, man.
Yeah.
Speaking about ISP to Liverpool player
Diego Jota.
Yo,
bro,
man,
life
that
is
was
fucked
sad,
up,
man.
dude. Just got married
2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago to the woman he's got 3 kids with.
Love of his life.
Love of his life.
Monogamous.
We don't know love of his life.
Okay.
We don't know.
And we don't know if
But
he was
it should be
monogamous.
love
Yeah,
of his
we don't know,
life.
yeah.
Won the league. Big deal. Premiership, bro.
Nations League.
they won a continental championship, Nations League with Portugal. And
Do
then...
you think that's what they're going to say at his funeral, on his obituary? All
Nah.
these things.
No, I mean...
more than that.
There's more than that. He was more than a
He was a
football
cool
player.
guy, yeah. He was
a-
just a chilled guy.
Yeah, he was a human, so there's obviously milestones.
No
but
diva tendencies. He was just a normal guy.
You don't know that.
Nah. A lot of people have said that since he
Okay.
passed away. Like his team players and former coaches and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like he was quiet. He was a team player. You know, you always need a team player in any successful team.
Yeah.
And then you have big egos that.
Then you got guys who just do the job. Reliable soldiers.
Yeah.
Spirit.
Yeah.
He's
I
like
think
Spirit, you know.
I was saying that
Soldier.
because I like one thing I've always had an issue with when it comes to funerals is how you were an amazing person.
Everybody.
Every time, yeah. Do you know? So like, and that's always bothered me because like, there's no way you were that great, or at least you
Some
had
people
like.
are. Some people
You
are.
know, so like for example, what do you think they're gonna say about you, MacGyver, at your funeral?
That was
For
amazing.
example.
There's no other way.
Look. But to be honest,
That's why I always say you must live your life because in your funeral they're gonna say you were amazing.
Exactly.
no, but
Regardless.
to be honest, they don't let haters speak at funerals. They don't want to call Casper and say, "Hey, come tell a eulogy at Mac's funeral." You know what I mean?
Man, can you stop mentioning that guy's name, bro?
Okay, yeah. Well, I should have mentioned somebody
Yeah,
else.
Just bleep him out. Bleep it out his name, man.
Yeah, bleep this nigga out. He doesn't
Hey, man.
fucking deserve it.
Yes,
Put
yes,
his name,
please.
kill his name, right? They're not gonna call a fucking MacG hater at the funeral to come give a speech, you know?
Is that fair though? Is that okay?
No, I'm saying why. It is fair because we're there to celebrate your life. We're not bringing somebody who's gonna dampen the mood.
But no one's perfect, though.
Yeah, it's a very diluted celebration of your life. You weren't perfect. You had
Yeah.
your flaws. So why are we only choosing to focus on the good things that you did?
Actually,
Give me a
you're
holistic
right.
picture of who this person
at
was.
funerals, they must have a
Haters.
balanced delegation to
Yes.
speak. Yeah, no, balance. They must have a balance to speak. A
No,
balance.
I
Call
need
the
to
side
know
chick
that
to
you
come
were
speak.
exactly.
Call the ex to come
Yeah.
speak. Call the one that was in a talking stage.
Yes.
You know, to come
Niggas, you
speak.
fired.
Niggas will come with his own sound, or his own mic.
Call the
You'll
ones who
engineer that
ghosted
shit.
you
You'll be
and
having
so they
headphones.
can say why they ghosted you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that.
Guests who've rejected coming on the fucking podcast. Yeah. That's a fair review of a fair funeral.
Yes.
I was just saying, I disagree. Because what's the point? The person is gone. Doesn't matter what he did. It won't even impact him. You know, like if I come to your funeral, Saul, and I say, Saul, you were a horrible person. He was a horrible... You're not there. So I'm just telling who? Your family.
I was also
What does it serve? Exactly. It doesn't serve anything. So
Yeah.
let's rather
Hey,
speak
dude.
beautifully about
While
the
you're away,
person.
were you learning how to? This is the second time you do that today.
Because we need to go. Because we need to
Oh,
go.
you got flights.
you got a
Yeah.
flight.
Flights to
Oh,
Durban. Things are
yes.
happening. It's all happening.
Durban,
in
July.
Oh, I forgot. I'm wondering. I'm like, hey,
Yeah.
she's been practicing for 2 weeks.
Chigeles.
Like, what's going on? Are we not podcasting yet?
We're podcasting here, man.
Alright, okay, cool. I got you. Okay, let's.
Yeah, let's round it up. Nah, man, before you round it up, I thought you want to talk about Gaten, bro. Did you see? How wild is that?
What happened to Gaten, dog? I've been away. I've
Dude,
been in
Gaten
Ibiza,
is
bro.
Minister of Sports, right? And a Super Sport United is being sold. And his son bought it.
Oh, shit.
It's like an obvious conflict of interest. It's like right there in our face. But to me, it's the funniest thing. And you should have heard him. So where the deal was happening, he's outside, right? From where the deal happened. I'm like, why are you even there? And then he's saying, but I'm no longer running the family business. My son is running the family business. He decided to buy, like he didn't know this was going to happen.
Gosh.
The business he built, it's clearly his money that was being used. And for me, it's like, dude, it's a conflict of interest. And then he told this beautiful story, man. He told this beautiful story about his dad, you know, that dad was a Celtics fan. And when the dad passed away in his deathbed, the last thing he spoke about was Celtics. No, for real, he said this. And he said, my dad never really hugged me, but like, one time I remember getting a hug was when Celtics scored. He said it. Oh, man, he said it. Now, please, you'll edit and play the video, ne? Like he said these two things. I was like, man, Gaten is living his life.
It's a proud thing for me. I grew up I knew nothing else. I grew up very poor. The only time my family was together and the only time my father hugged me was when Celtics would score a goal. And it's very emotional for my family. And my son has taken over our family business because as a minister, you're not allowed to own a business.
So I was like, oh man, that's such an obvious conflict of interest. You know?
I only have one question because Gaten's son bought a thingy, soccer.
Yeah.
I only have one question.
Yes.
Do we believe that he's capable of running it to get it to where it needs to get to and perform the way that it needs to perform to? Yes or no?
I don't know. I don't know if he's got the money to keep it going. Mamkiza's got crazy money, but we saw that running a football team is expensive. So apparently it said that the sale was 50 million, but now you've got monthly fees that are crazy. In South Africa, it's not profitable to run a football team unless it's Kaizer Chiefs or Pirates. Those are the shirts that fly. That's the merch that flies. Those are the tickets that fly. Those are the companies where they've got funeral policies. They've got iron, poto, all sorts of things where you can make money from. So I don't know, but I think it's a huge conflict of interest. Because here's an example. Gayton has been saying that he's promising to bring business, to bring Bloom Celtics back. And to be honest, I get it. Bloom does need to come back because if you look at our footballing graveyard, amazing teams have gone. Wits, Super Sports, Black Leopards, Platinum Stars, African Wanderers, Ajax Cape Town, Santos, bro, Dynamos, Manning Rangers, so many teams that build South African football. You do need a team like that back. But my thing is, okay, so now, here's the thing. So, obviously, Gates is going to get credited as a minister and as a family member. Oh, shit. He's going to get credited and he's going to get adoration in Bloemfontein and possibly in the Free State. What happens next time when he has to go campaign at the next elections? Yeah. Isn't that a cheat code? Isn't that, they'll be like, this is the man who brought football glory back and who brought some happiness into this province. And now he's there with the Patriotic Alliance to campaign. For me, it's a clear conflict of interest.
Let's put a ... on that. We'll talk about it when the guys come back because they got to go. The crew's got to head out to Durban.
Shout out, guys.
The roadkill is waiting for them.
Oh, the roadkill is waiting, guys.
The roadkill's already started calling. But I want to send a big shout out to Zozo. Zozo, thank you so much.
Brilliant.
Amazing. For a debut.
You're brilliant.
Yeah. You second spot talent. No one believed in Zozo except me, Zozo.
No, you're for real.
Yeah.
I was Zozo.
Yeah.
No, you're great. You're great.
Me
love you.
Me and her, we have these chats when you guys aren't around, so I already knew.
Thank you.
So shout out to Zozo, man. Shout out to
Well
Zozo,
done,
man.
Zozo.
All right, cool. We out here. Podcast and Chill will be back. Ghost Lady will be back as well. Ghost Lady missed a flight. That's why she's not back. She missed a flight.
Oh, shit.
But she'll tell us about it when she comes back.
Oh, but I'm gone, though. This is Monday. I'm gone for the next week.
Bro, when are you leaving?
I'm flying now on Wednesday. I'm out to Bali, bro.
Yeah, we'll record Tuesday.
Oh, great. All right, go on. Hey, I'm excited now. I'm excited now. We'll record. Yeah, because I'm flying out Wednesday. So I'm flying out Wednesday afternoon. Yeah, we're rock.
All right, man. We out here. Podcast and Chill. Boom.
Peace.
If you've made it this far, we really appreciate you guys. Make sure you support by subscribing, liking, sharing, and don't forget to comment. Kezo.
You're a Popeye. So much. I am a Popeye. You know what it's like. You worked at Kaya, but it's great to be. Hey.
Welcome to the roast of Soul Pendura.
No, you're not wrong though, eh? She's not wrong.
You're not, but to me, it's. So are you telling me?
Please don't point your finger at her. It's very aggressive.
Yeah.
Yeah, look, why they went off the engineer and then they killed the wrong guy.
Wrong guy, yeah.
Do you know how bad that is? The tenderpreneurs can't even deliver on their own assassinations. You need to go up to white people in Woolworths and say, do you work here?
They dropped it.
We have 2 ministers of police and we still have so much. That's like having 2 Batman and then the Joker's still getting stronger.
That's it. Frankly, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like, fuck, bro. Like, yo. You know why, dog? I'm getting. Thank you, bro. The truth is, I'm getting very close to 40. And it's. Dude, sit for 2 hours and do nothing.
We are back, ladies and gentlemen. Solianos here, Tiblers here, Coast Ladies here, Shots is here, Tatos here, Neos here, Dudus here, Simpiwas here. And please make some noise for our special guest today, Chester Messi! Yes, sir!
I can't believe it. You guys are fucked up. I can't even begin to tell you. Nice to be. I love you guys.
When are you getting kids, man? When are you getting married, bro?
Yeah, bro.
I can't have kids. I can't have kids, MacG. I'm a puppet. It's like asking a latex ball. It's like asking a condom. It's like Fikile Mbulula. I don't think he has kids either. He's a walking condom. I can't. You guys are amazing. You're a cult. And MacG is the high priest. And when I say the word high, I mean it literally. You guys are fucked. I can't believe you got me on the show. Are you insane? So, by the time we're done today, I'm going to nail you so hard, you're going to get fired from Kaya again. They're going to hire you so they can rehire you.
Bring it on, bro.
I love it. Oh, yeah. He smells like Seasmet Lomo.
Jeez, what does that smell like?
Privilege. They're gonna add the word ass to your first name, so you're gonna be asshole. It's gonna be wild.
Oh, wow.
I can't wait. I love you
You're
guys
Popeye.
so much. I am a Popeye. You know what it's like. You worked at Kaya, but it's great to be.
Welcome to the roast of Soul Pendura.
It's going to be so great. By the time we're done, Open Chats is going to be giving you guys side eye. I can't believe it. You will never roast the ladies for JJ again. Never. Because MacG, do you have a JJ?
Sometimes.
Hey, no, you do. His name's Soul Penduka.
Why am I his vagina now? Fuck out of here, man.
Real, we're not even. Look at all the scuck you've got in your desk. What the hell? I feel like I'm inside my granny's closet.
Jesus, bro.
I love you guys,
man.
Jeez. Only a white guy can do this, man. We love to get a
Only
fucking
a white
puppet.
guy. I have a white guy's hand in my ass. I'm a white guy with a white guy's hand in my ass. I'm like a walking Investec account. The only person with more white hands in his ass than me is Ramaphosa. This shit's gonna. I want to get us cancelled today, and let's go.
Let's go, man. There's only one place to start. All eyes are on the Madlanga Commission.
Oh, yeah.
The hearing starts today. It's actually happening right now as we're recording.
Yeah.
So by the time this comes out, I think more information would have come out.
Mkwanazi is the first one, right?
Yes. Mkwanazi is the first one. I love Mkwanazi because, you know, Mkwanazi is going to be the end of the ANC, and we know that because his name literally starts with the words MK. It's so wild. The police are doing the crime in-house, so they're doing the crime in-house.
Man.
You don't even have to leave the police station. They're already there. And if the ANC had a movie, you know what the movie would be called?
What?
Yeah.
Commission Impossible. I'm out. I'll
It's
be
so
here all
crazy. You
week.
should have
It's
seen
wild.
when Mkwanazi walked in, right? There were like bottles of water in front of him. He stepped them aside and he had his own water. He doesn't want any mistakes.
Ooh, for real. So Somizi's been living like that for a while now. Like, where
I think so.
like he doesn't just eat anywhere, doesn't just drink anything. Because I've seen him at a football stadium as well. So at the, what do you call that place where they chill there? By the presidential.
By the suites, yeah.
By the suites, yeah. That means he had its own, he didn't eat anything. Eh?
Weren't you there recently? By the
Yeah,
streets?
but there's many, you know, there's many. Like, they go around the stadium.
Oh, okay.
All right,
There's like 100 of them.
So the Judicial Commission of Inquiry into Criminality, Political Interference and Corruption in the Criminal Justice System will begin today with KwaZulu-Natal Police Commissioner Lieutenant General Nhlanhla Mkhwanyazi set to take the stand as the first witness. It's chaired by Justice Mbuyiseli Madlanga, right?
Yeah, that's the one.
Wow, it's crazy. Madlanga Commission. Yeah, it's going to be nuts.
Yeah, so the commission was established by President Cyril Ramaphosa in July following explosive claims by Mkhwanazi. Among his allegations are political meddling in police operations, the disbandment of specialized task teams investigating political killings, and collusion by senior officials to shield criminal
Oh my God, I feel like I'm on 702. Oh my God. And the news today. The news today. I can't.
Met Bongo.
Miss Bongle. Yeah. Isn't the breakfast anchor Bongle? He calls himself Bongle.
That's his name, Bongle.
Yeah,
Isn't that a shitty card game? Oh, we're going to play Bongle later. It sounds like a porn site from Kimberley. Hey, bongle me harder. I'm going to bongle your sister.
The hearings will take place at the Bridget Mabandla Justice College in Pretoria, where the commission has confirmed that all technical systems and witness protection measures are in place. Your thoughts, Chester?
I don't even know where to start. The crimes involved here, the criminals' names are where it gets cuck funny. Brown Machotsi, that's the one guy. The tender connector, Brown Machotsi, that's a really racist name to call your black friend. Hey, Brown, that's like having a white friend called Pinky. It just, it's racist. And the other guy's name is Vusi Musi Cat Matlala.
Yeah.
Vusi Musi is the cutest criminal name I've ever heard. It sounds like what an old white lady calls her cat. Vusi Musi Musi Musi. Vusi Musi 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 Musi. Vusi Musi 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 Musi. And ironically, his middle name is Cat. I can't. Oh, Saul, you smell like Caius. Listen, man, I don't understand. And the reason his middle name is Cat is because you ask the police, how long is he going to be in jail? Is he going to stay in jail? When's he going to go to jail? Their answer is, meow, meow, thank you.
Your thoughts, Duka?
Yeah, man, bro. After the Zondo Commission, I'm not really excited about commissions. I need to be really honest. And bro, I don't know, maybe you can help me, Chester. Like,
definitely I can help
with
you.
these documents, these dockets, because they've been away, they were in Sibia's office. How do we know that they haven't been edited, they haven't been replaced? You know, the actual papers inside and the information. How do we know that they still, you know, hold the same credibility from when it was still with
replaced. Of course they've been replaced. It's just Chappies in there. It's going to be a Chappies bubblegum wrapper in there. It's going to say, did you know? Did you know Senzo Mfunu is sponsored by Sasco?
Oh, yeah.
Did you know he's sponsored by Sasco? He's sponsored by Sasco. He's sponsored by Sasco because he's toast. Thanks him out.
And it's protecting the criminal's bread.
It is good. It's eating the criminal's bread. This is freaking insane. And Becky Taylor was hanging out with the gangsters, we heard. And we knew, because if you've seen his hats, well, only a gangster wears a hat like that. This country's ridiculous. I love it, but it's insane. And this police commission, apparently there are 60. I chatted to JJ Tabane. You know, JJ is like the living version of me. JJ Tabane. His parent, if you see him in Cape Town, you're like, hey, JJ! And he doesn't realize it's him. But police in crime, none of you went with that joke, but police in... It's okay, they'll get it on the internet. The police are doing, you know, there were 1,600 police officers who have a criminal record. Isn't that insane?
Whoa!
I know, 1,600, and they're like, oh no, it's just for traffic offences. There's a load of cock. Fire the criminals, but Ramaphosa won't fire anything. If Ramaphosa was any less spineless, they would have him there in the aquarium there in Cape Town. I don't know. It's like the weather in Cape Town. The weather in Cape Town is so cuck. Ramaphosa's going to turn it into a cabinet minister. It's that. Don't who me. What's that? Can't believe you're my friend, MacG.
Of course. Your thoughts, Ghost Lady.
Can't do that with my hand, okay? My hand.
That's what I'm doing.
I can't zap sign you. Yeah.
What are you expecting?
So I did watch the first the first day of this whole commission. I just loved when they were just breaking down the history of Mkhwanazi. You see where he started and obviously the hurdles that he's had during his journey and also as all sorts. So it's too early to have like a whole say about it. We have to let it play out. I think would be in better time, maybe 2 weeks, 3 weeks, a month later, and as we see. But I know they've given him 4 days, so there's still a lot of days to go. Like, it's too early to say what exactly could happen, what could unfold. Today it was just like literally just an entry, basically, of what's going to happen.
Well, she's the cleverest person in the room. Why aren't you hosting the podcast? I'm sensing penis advantage here. Oh, wow. If there was ever an example of male privilege, the fact that you're the ones behind the microphone and you're not. Okay. That was by miles the cleverest answer.
Okay.
I can see where the million views came from.
Soon I'm going to identify as a male. I'm in my journey. Okay?
On your journey.
Oh, you're transitioning. Never.
But do you think that, we've always been asking for accountability. Do you think we're going to see that with this commission?
Oh my God.
No.
Never. Ramaphosa can't fire anyone. MacG, you got to understand, he has no power. If he had any less power, Eskom would turn him into a power station. His middle name is Kusile. He has no power in the ANC, so he can't fire anyone. That's his whole problem. So he has to just sit there and go, he was literally endorsing the Democratic Alliance yesterday. Did you see that?
Nuts, man.
It was insane. Saying the DA can run a municipality. It was literally like, I don't know how to explain this. It was like literally going to Spur and then they endorse Nando's. You know what would make your Nando's taste great? What? Chicken licking. That's what. The president. And you know what happens? You know what happens is Ramaphosa doesn't understand, the same as DA voters don't understand, that just having a clean audit, which is what the DA's got, doesn't mean that you're running a good. It doesn't mean you're getting services in Gugulethu. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Because your accountant's good. It doesn't mean that you're getting running toilets and your shack fires are being watched out for. What it's a bit like is if you go to the Spur, right? They go to the Spur and then the steak is cuck. And you say, oh, my steak's cuck. And they go, yeah, but our accountant's amazing. I'm sorry, that's the best joke I can do in that, okay? The pressure. It's fucking ridiculous. It's insane. This is why Ramaphosa really threw the white privilege under the bus. He really jumped on the white supremacy bandwagon with that one, and I think he needs the foot sack.
Oh, my
But
goodness.
with all honesty, though, with that statement from Ramaphosa, isn't it just like him acknowledging where or which municipalities are being run properly?
So
let's just being honest.
Stop being reasonable.
Oh, okay.
No,
you're not wrong, though, eh? She's not wrong.
You're not, but to me, it's. So are you telling me?
Please don't point your finger at her. It's very aggressive.
Yeah.
But for me, it's how many municipalities has the ANC controlled and they still control? Not even one. They don't even have one that they could say, here's our golden municipality that we run like it's heaven here.
No, it's disaster.
How come all of you guys don't learn from not even one?
You're right. No, they are really cuck. They are so cuck. I know. If they were any more cuck, Gayton McKenzie would wear them as a suit. I just... They really are cuck.
Oh, Gayton in his suit.
His suit. Have you seen Guere's suits? Guere looks like he gets his suits from the camping section at Outdoor Warehouse. The camping section. What are you doing walking around in a two-man tent, Guere?
Speaking about Cyril Ramaphosa, his nephew made the headlines as well.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Ramaphosa's nephew, Hangwani Maumera. This is quite long. Stay with me, Chase. It's quite long, all
Okay,
right?
read your podcast, the 2-minute voice note. Here's the script they sent me. Go, Mac, go.
Ramaphosa's nephew, Hangwani Maumera, loses 326 million in Tembisa Hospital corruption crackdown. The asset forfeiture, AFU of the National Prosecuting Authority, has seized assets worth 326 million from Hangwani. Maumera, who's alleged to be a nephew of President Cyril Ramaphosa, had a fleet of luxury cars, including 4 Lamborghinis and a Bentley, upscale homes, and even a party boat frozen under the High Court preservation orders. The AFU review action also targets 14 companies linked to Maumera, which allegedly secured over 400 million in hospital contracts through manipulated procurement between 2019 and 2021. You're still following some?
He's following because he used to work in radio. It's me.
Yes. The SIU revealed a network of fraud involving forged documents and favoritism toward Maumela's companies, which operated from a single Sandton address despite claiming legitimacy in medical supply provision. NPA spokesperson Pindi described the seizures as a decisive blow against corruption, with the assets said to be forfeited to the state pending criminal proceedings. Civil society groups, including the EFF, welcomed the move but urged swift arrest to prevent further cover-ups. The case highlights entrenched corruption in South Africa's public health sector, with Maumera's downfall sending a clear message that accountability can reach even the most connected individuals. Ramaphosa has publicly contested not knowing him, saying, "I don't even know that gentleman."
I stopped listening after you said the word blow. I'm not going to lie. I got so horny for a second there. Blow me harder.
What are your thoughts, Chester? Because we've seen this movie before, man.
No, it's wild. It's wild. I mean, Ramaphosa's nephew, 327 million. And reason Ramaphosa's angry is because he's going to have to get 30 couches to keep all that money, you know? 10 million rand a couch. If you ask Ramaphosa how's the investment, he says, so far, so good. Thank you.
Drop it.
Thank you. If I can pay the bed bucks. That's right, Strike Door. Sponsor my podcast. I'm the funny one. No, I'm joking. I'm not joking. No, I'm joking. I'm
got a podcast, Chester?
I do, yeah, I do. It's a political podcast, though. I just chat to politicians and political analysts. I would have got that lady there, but she's too expensive. You guys are too fun for me. I can't drink. I don't have a digestive system. Sorry, soul. I tried it once and I just got soggy.
Why political podcasts? It's not like we don't have enough of those.
Yeah, that's true. Stabbing a guy in the back. Oh, wow. Look, okay, the only two political podcasts in the country that are run by puppets, so I thought I stood out. The other one, Sizwe mpho.
Sizwe mpho.
Oh, good. No, I love Sizwe. I'm joking.
We love it.
I love him. I'm just joking, right? No, because I chat to politicians and people are used to that, and so it's a fun angle. I enjoy it, and I normally just do roasts where I got Becky Taylor there at the State of the Nation. I said, "Hey, Uncle Becky, are you allowed to keep money in your couch?" And he told me that all puppets are criminals, and then I told him that's from a fellow puppet, and then I ran before the hand of my ass gets arrested. So, the way I work is I could talk to these guys. That's why I'm political. It's very fun. I mean, most of these podcasts aren't, yours is hilarious, but most of these podcasts aren't funny. So I make jokes and I go up to them and I roast them. And I got Bantu Olomisa the other day. I know, it was great. I asked him, how is he the deputy general because he's deputy minister, isn't he? He's the deputy minister of armies, but he is an actual general and Angie Moshecha is in charge. So can you imagine how weird those meetings are? Angie, what the fuck? Angie's phone. Bantu, what the fuck must I do now? I don't know. There's no army left. The only way we'll have a submarine is if we give Angie a snorkel.
Oh, no way, bro.
I know. It had to be said. It had to be said. But why is that?
Chester's cooking.
Why is
Stay in the water, bro.
You don't need water. You can't be fired twice in the same month.
To Chester.
I love you guys. I love you so much. You keep taking all my shit. Listen, I haven't seen someone take so much shit from a white puppet since Musi Maimani's days. But listen. I know.
Why don't you come back, eh?
Keep after me.
I know. And then Musi's literally messaging Ramaphosa now on how to get Helen's hand out his ass. Literally, that happened this morning. Take it out before it's too late, Ramaphosa Matamela. But listen, the thing is that we don't take corruption seriously, do we? The National Anti-Corruption Advisory Council are the people who fight corruption. National NACAC, that's their name. NACAC! Who thought of the stupid name? So we don't have anyone taking corruption where they actually take it on. The president doesn't have any guts, or the ANC would have changed, and they haven't.
Do you agree with him, Penduka?
Yeah, I agree, bro. It's even with this Maumela thing, it's so sad because they don't bring back the poor people who died, who needed medication, people who died in hospital because the hospital was understaffed, there were no supplies and all these things, you know. We always see things get taken, but we never see people end up in jail. Are we ever gonna know who killed Babita Tiokaran? Because that's the lady who was who blew the lid on this whole thing. The whistleblower.
Yes. And did you hear the wildest part? Did you hear the wildest part? Yeah. They went after that engineer that was involved in this stuff as well. It was Afrikaans guy.
Yes.
No, look, why they went after the engineer and then they killed the wrong guy.
Wrong guy, yeah.
Do you know how bad that is? The tenderpreneurs can't even deliver on their own assassinations. God. What's wrong with you people? Stop delivering cuck services. Not even your assassinations are on point. I mean, we're looking bad. At least the Americans get assassinations right, but we, oh my God. Oh, God, it's embarrassing, to be honest.
Also making news, Kenukunene is to run for Joburg mayoral position. The Patrick Alliance has announced suspended Deputy President Kenukunene as its mayoral candidate for Johannesburg. Your thoughts, Ghost Lady?
I don't know.
Isn't he suspended?
He's suspended. That's my thing.
Investigation. So now we obviously know what the outcome of the investigation will be. Because how is it that the guy was investigated, now you put him in a position, you know, to pivot into even a bigger position?
Exactly.
Because it was MMC now,
It was MMC for tourism.
Nah, it's a joke, bro.
You should be optimistic, though, Sol.
Nah.
Because it means that you're likely to get the morning job on Kayana. Sorry, man, I can't stop, but you're right.
It's okay, go on, bro.
No, it's insane, dude. It is insane. How the hell? Sorry, you were talking, but I'm just going to keep going.
Yeah. No, I do it a lot, so you can interject.
I can see that, and you don't even have a hand in your ass. At least you have an excuse. Listen, how do we have a suspended guy as a mayoral candidate? I mean, how's that going to? Where's the mayor? He's in jail. And if Kenny goes to jail, let's understand what happened. Kenny went to the house. Why was he suspended? He went to the house of DJ Somebody right as DJ Somebody had died, saying as they were a journalist, didn't he?
No.
It was Cat.
He was not in the house of DJ Somebody. He was in the house of the guy who was getting arrested for being the mastermind.
The mastermind.
No, you're right.
You're right. That's exactly what I'm trying to say. But he said he was going with a journalist. But what newspaper? The Blackmail and Guardian? I don't understand.
Blackmail.
What the hell?
Blackmail.
And then he had 2 watches on.
Yeah,
so you know he's going to jail because he's doing time, a red hot. And you understand, Patriotic Alliance, why do we care? They only got 5% in the elections. I literally told, listen, Gayton, Black Label is stronger than the Patriotic Alliance. They've got, sorry, White Horse, whatever your fucking Striped Horse.
Striped Horse, say it right.
Sponsors' names, I don't care. I don't get their money, but listen. This is insane. If Kenny goes to jail, will he eat sushi off himself? I don't understand how this is going to work. The Patriotic Alliance isn't taking us seriously. Did you see that time that Gayton McKenzie had a 956,000 rand trip for 3 days to Japan? Did you see that?
Yes, I saw that,
For 3 days, what did he spend it on? Was he staying inside Johan Rupert? Did Patrice Motsepe tuck him in at night? I mean, no, it's not good enough. Sorry,
dude, before you come to yes, you were saying, Ghost Lady.
No, I was just even surprised that because Gayton was also very happy because he posted saying that, well done. Like, obviously, they're rooting for him as the Patriotic Alliance. So, I don't know. Like, it feels very shady. I really, for me, I got confused.
Did anyone here vote for Patriotic Alliance in any of the ballots?
Are you asking that?
I did, and I regret it, bro. I did. Same here.
Damn, you voted for Patriotic.
For the honesty, I did.
Oh, God.
You guys, I did. It was.
Oh my God, I can't believe it. I liked you for a while, but Jesus
I know, bro.
Christ.
I can't even look at myself in the mirror.
I fired you. That's.
Yeah, bro. Like what? I thought, hey, man, I'm a second chance, but the way they just running that thing, it's like, yo, bro. What's the fuck?
Why did you vote?
Being taken.
What attracted you to them? What did you?
I don't know, man. I just wanted to spread my votes, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, and give them see what they will do.
Yeah, it's a fair.
Now I'm seeing what they're doing.
No, it's wild. I mean, who's they gonna? If they win, who's going to be their Minister of Justice? Thabo Bester? Ridiculous. Suspended guys in America. from jail. He's going to have a green screen behind him going, oh no, everything's going fine. With a picture of New York. No, we've changed, Joburg.
Yes, you're saying, dude.
Yeah, no, I think we've moved past it. But I was saying the reason why Chester was saying DJ Somebody, I think he wanted to say Kenny was found in DJ Somebody's alleged murder mastermind.
That's it. Yeah, that's what I was trying to say. Exactly. Thanks for correcting that.
Yeah, that's where DJ Somebody.
Thank you for correcting the facts.
Okay.
You want to put your hand
I
up his ass?
corrected that already, though. But I corrected that already. But you rang a thingy then.
Yes.
Yeah, but what you're doing is mansplaining, like in the past. So it was like a Back to the Future mansplaining. She was gonna say it, and then you mansplain through it.
Yeah.
It's a comedy dead end, but I don't care. It's your podcast.
No,
Welcome. You're gonna watch your analytics, and there's gonna be a dip right there. Then are we logging off? It's shut down. And then
Before we let you go, Chester, man, wanted to find out from you, what were your thoughts regarding Charlie Kirk's assassination?
But is that? Oh, we're talking about the dead yeah. Well, listen, man. Nobody should ever be murdered for their political beliefs. I think we can all agree that nobody should ever be murdered for their political beliefs
in front of your kids and your wife, bro.
Story
in front of the world, bro.
The world.
But let's. You know, when I heard he died, I said it's terrible. It's terrible. But yeah, he did advocate for people, like when people died of gun violence, he did go, well, you know, it's a necessary cost for their Second Amendment. So I've never been sad someone's dead and sad they were alive at the same time, if you want. You don't know whether to laugh because you're going to get cancelled. You'll never get a US visa.
No.
You raised the fucking topic.
I don't care about
I'm not scared of getting shot in my neck myself because there's a hand in there.
You might just lose a finger.
I just lose a finger. But the bottom line is no one should ever... The problem is that he did advocate for some very evil racist stuff. So for us to not talk about that when he passes away is unreasonable. Because finding out that a guy who advocated for gun violence got killed very terribly by gun violence is like finding out that a drug dealer OD'd. If you know, it's like finding out someone spiked Bill Cosby's drinks. It's just like it's just a terrible thing. But it's like when those anti-vaxxers get COVID, you're like, oh, that's terrible. I can't imagine. So we don't know how to handle it, and it's a complicated. Condolences to the family, but at the same, the guy should have done better as a person to look after people in Gaza. He denied the impact of racism in black people's lives.
Yeah.
He denied Michelle Obama's intelligence by saying she's just an affirmative action candidate when that guy himself is a university dropout, and Michelle Obama has degrees from Harvard University and Princeton. So foot sack with your racist cuck America on that front.
Yeah.
I know. We get all woke now, but I'm sorry. That's just me. I can't. It's what I've got.
Did you hear now what they're doing? That if you are a foreign national in America, right, and you're seen to be celebrating his death, like on social media, you're gonna get deported, or they might revoke your visa.
Yeah, people started reporting really chubby, and I think Marco Rubio, one of the politicians, was
Marco
like,
Rubio.
she's getting what's coming to her as well.
For real?
Yeah, because she had tweeted some shit, obviously, you know, celebrating or in a celebratory
I don't
mood.
think she's celebrating. I think that's what America's playing into. You understand, when George Floyd died, they literally did the George Floyd challenge where they put their knee on each other's necks as a joke. Where George Floyd died. Yeah, so don't fucking come and don't double standards. Pointing out what the guy actually said and what he actually stood for is not celebrating his death. It's being honest about what his life was.
Yeah.
You know that quote? I don't agree with what happened to Charlie Kirk, but Charlie Kirk agreed with what happened to Charlie Kirk.
True, actually.
So Marco Rubio must stop being a lying, racist fuckwit and be honest that he's just Ramaphosa's chest. He's just Donald Trump's chest missing, which is very confusing because Donald Trump is Elon Musk's chest missing. So there's like a hand. It's like a hand in the ass centipede is what's going on there. So I actually spoke about the refugees. Remember the refugees?
Oh yeah, the refugees.
The 49 refugees.
Yeah,
49. 40, I've never seen
49.
49. I've never seen such well-fed refugees in my life. You could put 3 Sudanese refugees inside one Afrikaner refugee. Our refugees look like they've been eating other refugees. The one guy had a 5-bedroom house.
Dude.
Solly had a 5-bedroom house. He's not escaping a genocide. He's escaping an FNB home loan. Foot sack. And after that, the American embassy started following me here on Twitter. So I'm not going to get a visa for 5 years. Yeah, I'm done. I'm out. I'm going to just stay here in my suitcase and smell in this wonderful... It smells like a striped horse and ex-KFM employees. It was great talking to you guys. Bye. Go watch my podcast, everybody. Go if you guys don't mind. Go watch my podcast. It's Real Problem with Chester Missing. If you like seeing politics in a fun way, as opposed to oh my god, I'm dying of boredom now. It's Real Problem. It's all over the internet. You can find it easily at Chester Missing. Bye.
Shout out to Chester Missing.
Guys, bye. Oh yeah. Mac, so give me a hug. Give me a I'm gonna have your babies. No, I'm not gonna have your babies. That's fucking weird. I'm out.
Oh man, that was funny. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the man behind Chester Missing, Mr. Conrad Koch.
Yeah, man of style. What up, buddy?
How's it on, man? We should have been for another hour.
Haven't you ever done half an hour of fisting? What type of podcast is this?
Fisting. Man got fired for fisting, dog. You know he got fired for fisting.
Bro, how did you come up with the whole Chester thing? Because you've been around for years, man.
Yeah, late night news. I studied social anthropology. Social anthropology is a study of white guilt.
Okay.
It has the word apology in it.
Yeah.
So I studied social anthropology during the TRC in the 90s. So I met people who were tortured by the apartheid state and Truth and Reconciliation Commission, commissioners, the Albie Sachs and those guys. And so I grew up in southern suburbs of Cape Rondebosch, which is the kind of place you can see someone complain about a cappuccino, the temper of a cappuccino to a dude who lives in a shack.
Yeah.
My cappuccino is cold. Yeah, but is your toilet on the inside? Fuck you. So Chester was a way for me to talk about my place in South Africa as a white guy who grew up with this level of privilege and then also to deal with our politics. So the reason Chester gets to interview, if you haven't seen Chester, but a lot of people would have from Late Night News with Aloy Sogola back in the day, his own show on ENCA and ETV, and then also his TikToks and Facebook, it's Chester talks to... Chester gets to interview the presidents. He's interviewed Julius, and the reason he gets this kind of access is because I deal with who I am and then go, now let's do better as a country. Because when, corruption is its form of anti-black racism, really, because the people who are affected by it worst are impoverished black people. Timbisa Hospital, Life is Cinemane, Michael Kumape, drowned in shit. So, yeah.
But it's so smart because you can say whatever the fuck you
want.
That's wild, bro. That's wild.
Oh, well, it has happened. It has Steve Hoffman as lawyer.
Send anyone.
Let them try.
But you know what I can't get used to? I can't get used to the fact that Chester's so crazy and then Conrad is like the serious guy.
I know, it's weird. I know.
Like, it fucks with me, man.
I know. Chester's my wife's least favorite friend. Every straight guy, their wife, if you've seen relationships, you guys, your partner has someone that she doesn't like.
Yeah.
And then the joke is, if you don't know who it is, it's you. So Chester's my wife's least favorite friend, and he's got this so when I'm with Chester on stage, because I tour live shows, I'm touring one now. I'm in Durban this weekend, and in a couple of weeks' time in Eastern Cape, and in Quebec, East London, and so on. But when I'm with Chester on stage, it's like he's a very left-leaning white guy, and I'm a centrist white guy. So me, myself, am a combination of the two. I'm more left-leaning, I'm very left-leaning, I'd say. But Chester allows me to reflect on that, because that's, when Steve Biko said, it's the liberals you have to watch out for. The people who have black friends, my wife's colored, and she's had to fire white friends because just crazy experiences. It's because we think we're the good ones, so we don't need to self-reflect. Versus when someone who's quite right-wing realizes how racism works, they're generally more self-reflective. So Chester will literally pod out a show on racism where he'll come up to you and he goes, "Have you ever asked a white liberal if they're racist?" They always freak out. It's like seeing someone eat at Nando's for the first time. It's so hot. It's so hot. What flavor are you eating? Lemon and herb. So Chester was a way to talk about all these issues, and also a puppet is allowed to say the most crazy stuff. It's a sense of fun. You know, our politicians are quite lekker on one front. Yeah, they're corrupt and they're racist and they're populist. And look at Gayton just amping up kind of identity, and you got to be this kind of a colored person and whatever that means. You know,
man.
And they all do it. You know, so but. The truth is, a lot of them, the struggle hero ones, this Yunus Karim is this amazing struggle hero, ANC guy. He explained to me once, is that the ANC core struggle guys, even Helen Ziller herself, she she protected, I think she hid Tony Ngeno in her house for one night in this, in the 80s sort of thing. They're very soul of the earth if you can give them a way to play outside of the formalness of an interview.
Yeah.
So they have a reason, and Chester is a reason, because he's got, once you've interviewed Gwede and Zilla, and which he has, then why are you not going to talk to Chester?
True.
So it allows a sort of new way for them to deal with stuff. So you can say it without it's being super offensive.
I wanted to ask you, as a comedian, what do you think about the state of freedom of speech, not just in the country, but in the world, with like what happened to Charlie Kirk? And also, I don't know if you saw this, but there was a comedian in Britain recently, in the UK, who got arrested for telling a joke, bro. I kid you not.
The joke. Let's find the joke. No way, man.
Yeah, please just check first there, dude. But he got arrested, bro.
Knock,
for real.
No, please.
What do you think about? Are we witnessing the death of freedom of speech?
I don't think so. I think we got to remember how wildly evil humanity has been. You guys need to understand, people of color, women were seen as objects. They were seen as people who had no rights. Part of Charlie Kirk's problem is he saw women, he sort of suggested, as far as I saw one quote, the concept women must stay at home and they must cook and be in the kitchen and be a wife and that kind of thing. And so we come from a world where we easily silence those who it's less easy for them to speak up. And people like me just have more access. So in other words, I'm more likely to have the money for a cell phone. I'm more likely to have money for data. I'm more likely to have the kind of accent and presentation of self that when I speak, I often will be heard easier. So for me, we've seen a rectifying of that. So, when people do like a stereotype hack accent, like I'm going to do like as a Zulu accent, and then we all laugh, or what we see as a stereotype colored accent, and we all laugh. When you laugh at that, what you're doing is laughing at people who don't sound like what we see as a normal English accent is. And a normal English accent is a product of radio, it's a product of money, it's a product of power. So the reason I sound less like I have an accent is I have an accent. And any working class person of color, black person, whatever, Indian person, can tell you immediately, the joke, or you sound like you're from the burbs. As soon as and if you listen to an ad in South Africa, generally the accent that sounds like mine will be the ad with the payload. Make sure you get this insurance. And the joke ad, part of the ad, will be a person of color's kind of Indian accent, colored guy, black guy, being
lunch bar of
nailed it.
Yeah, so many
you
ads.
make a lot of money out of that. So what's happened is we have the culture we live in is extremely racist. We're talking Zulu in English in Africa right now. If you go to Tanzania, they all speak Swahili. That's just what you speak. The fact that I am under almost no pressure to talk an African language as a white guy. There's no pressure for me to acclimate with Western culture. You understand, black people were forced to speak English at the end of a gun. They're forced to drop African culture at the end of a gun. So when we laugh at how a black person sounds and, it's just a joke. No, you're enforcing 350 years of bullshit. You're being a cunt. So, people go, my free speech has been taken away. No, you're just asked to do better comedy. Think harder. If you go around the world, we can say the most crazy things. You must see the things comedians are able to say. We're able to say the most crazy things and no one gets cancelled. For show me a comedian who's cancelled. There's a whole right-wing circuit. If you're good, say you're cancelled to me. Say you're cancelled.
You're cancelled.
I'm still, So you see what I mean? Is it like we have this, my freedom of speech. It used to be normal in France to go on the weekend, to go to an asylum, like a mental health institute where there was proper, put all the crazy people there, and go laugh at them. Like poke them with a stick.
For real?
Laugh. That was a normal thing.
No way, bro. That's
so the concept of what is funny has changed over history all the time as we get used to the idea that black people are not objects and shouldn't be slaves, that paying people slave wages at Marikana and that it's okay for them to just get murdered is not okay, is enforced by a system whereby language and how we see them. When I go, ha, 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 you sound stupid, what I'm doing is forcing the idea that you also are less human than this accent, that you are less respectable, which is why you don't get as... So in Cape Town, there's a concept of a gachi. A gachi is a guy who gets you on the taxi, right? And they stereotypically have a certain type of Cape Townie accent. It's a stereotype. You've never seen a CEO who sounds like a gachi.
Okay.
Even though a gachi would be the perfect CEO of SA because that airplane would be freaking full. So the problem is that we respect intelligence based on accent. And so when we...
Oh, yeah.
The same applies to gender. When we go, oh, you're just a little lady, you don't get it. When we otherize, we make it very hard for people to exist in a social space. So for me, we're doing fine. There is a pushback. There's okay, some of you being assholes. That person was stepped over the boundary because they were exploring something. Comedy is hard. And some of the canceling was dickheadish. But that doesn't mean that we aren't moving in the right direction.
Yeah. What's your take on the kiffness?
Sorry, that was a super serious answer.
No, do you, bro? Do you, bro?
No, for it.
Yes.
Sorry, before you go on, so in your point of view, Conrad, you say that white people should be pressured to learn African languages.
Ngempela. So no. So
I love
no, but I see
that. You responded like that. I love it.
Because I get it. I know in Kenya, white people speak Swahili. Yeah.
Whoa, for real?
Yes.
So
it becomes a demand. It's just in most African
and it's just
countries.
a great show of respect, man.
So
Yes.
and this side, it was one of the few, and hence one or two will be glorified, and it will be like, but we still need more people actually embracing the language. It becomes a norm.
Exactly.
And back to, did we get the joke?
Yes, we did. But the joke was posted on X.
Okay.
It's
what
not
does
that
it
he
say?
did. Yeah. So he said, if a trans-identified male is in a female-only space, he is committing a violent, abusive act. Make a scene, call the cops. If all else fails, punch him in the balls.
But they're not necessarily still
As
there.
much as no. Nah.
They might not be there.
No, because they may identify as what they identify as, but I know how to hurt you. You see.
I understand the joke.
Yeah. No, of course you do. So wait, man. So you could cancel and arrested over the woke stuff.
You got arrested for that tweet.
I don't think
it.
Oh, it was a tweet.
Yes.
A tweet.
No, I don't think you should arrest someone for that. That's fucking insane.
Come on.
I don't like the joke or agree with the joke. Here's a trans joke. Here's a trans joke that was spectacular. So Australia is kind of like with LGBT in a degree, to some degree, where we are with race, where we talk about racial issues in a way that we have Julius. Like we talk about stuff, land. We're like, the concept of giving the land back is actually something we talk about.
Yeah.
It's not even on the table in Australia. But they have black people. It's not even, you wouldn't even imagine
people.
it. They celebrate the day they colonized Australia every single year. It's called Australia Day.
Whoa.
That's a dick. It was just this joke. That's a dick move. That's like hijacking someone's car and then phoning them every year to remind them that you've got it. G'day, mate. Yes, us. Yeah, we still got it. So next year, you bastard.
Is that the trans joke?
No, the trans joke is this.
He trans.
So
That's the trans joke. Joke trans.
So that's funny. So yeah, I saw a trans comic in Melbourne do this joke, and the joke was, I'm almost done with the transition, so I'm getting 90 cents to the dollar. I see how you guys didn't laugh at all.
Yeah.
That joke absolutely destroyed in Melbourne.
Okay.
And the reason it destroyed is it's an environment where making trans people feel included and being aware of what they're going through is something that they've strived for. Now, I'm not saying you should be arrested for a joke. I think that is insane and should not happen.
Yeah, especially on
No
Twitter.
one's going to learn that kind of cuck from that kind of cuck. But creating a space where everyone feels welcome is just not being an asshole. If you walked into a workplace and walked up to your female colleague and say, "What's up, sugar tits?" you should get fired. You should just get fired. You're being a wanker. You're being a sexist wanker because you know how this world works. You know rape culture. You know what created that.
Yeah.
And so for me, that guy, that
And she
guy.
replies, "What's up, daddy?"
Yeah.
With no sugar.
With no sugar.
You bring the sugar. Squeeze it out, sugar tit.
You're a bit too good at that.
Sugar.
You're a bit too good at that.
I was just laughing with them. Did you get that one? You didn't get that one as well. You were just laughing.
Wait, no. The one I didn't get was that I'm getting 90 cents to the dollar. Please, I know, like,
So in other
explaining
words,
jokes
woman,
sucks, but
no, it's fine. The joke is a very good joke in an environment where you're aware that women are getting 80 cents to the dollar. You understand? Women get paid 8%, 20% less than men.
So he's 90.
that is good.
Yeah.
Let me give you another example.
That's good.
Let me give you another example. I'm married to a person of color. So I can never win a fight. I'm like, you stole my dessert. She's like, you stole my land.
Yeah.
So now you see how you all understood that joke.
Yes, because of the context.
Or here's another one. Black people, you need to help fight racism. You need to help fight racism. You need to go up to white people in Woolworths and say, do you work here?
Oh, I love it. Oh, hey. Dropped it. I love that. I do it all the time. Especially if they're wearing like all black. If a white person is wearing all black and woolies.
I've done
Number one, I do it all the time. Like,
So
You've done it.
Oh,
I do it.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Because of what they're wearing. Sometimes it like looks like, you know, there's just people you see in a store and it's like they're wearing the colors of the people who work here or what you think it looks like. And I just ask. Because I've been asked that and I was like, oh, I understand. I'm black. Cool. So I asked
I've never been asked that. Never. No one's ever asked me if I work.
Go to Woolworths wearing black.
Yeah, wearing
but you
black.
wouldn't look like
Probably
you
if I
work-
walk around Woolworths wearing black, that's what you see. That's what's cool.
You look like the owner.
But you got it.
No.
No, but you see how layered the conversation we're having right now is.
Yeah.
So from an anthropology point of view, you all know exactly what's going on. And you just added a layer because you're saying things have progressed. If you're just a white guy wearing black, you'll get asked the same question. We've moved forward a bit. See, that's a cool thing. That's an analysis South Africa just did. Now, if this room had more people who are aware of trans issues, and I'm not like judging, I'm just saying,
of course.
it's just the culture we live in and dynamics.
Yeah.
You would find the joke about and where of women like gender sort of related. So you go, it's feminism. People really don't understand feminism. It's just being aware of what people are going through.
Yeah.
So we're just gonna we're just trying to be more empathic and not be wankers. I think the cancel thing went bonkers in like trying to end everybody. And you don't. So I have a show on racism where I try to explain to everyone because quite honestly, I think people of color understand racism either because it should have been taught in schools and it wasn't. So I have a show on racism where I start going, I'm not a racist. I have an award from Ahmed Katrada for fighting racism, which I do. And at the end of the show, Chester goes, so you definitely, and he goes, examples of where I'm racist. And the end of the show, I go, hello, my name's Conrad, and I'm a racist.
Whoa.
Because I have learned some level of racism. Like the fact that like I don't speak any African language at a first language level. That's a racism that's happened in. Now, so what we're trying to do is create an environment where we are more aware of where we're getting it wrong so we can just be better people. And my lesson that I learned is I need to focus on my own prejudices first because lecturing white people on where they're getting it wrong. So the same applies to the trans issues. You're going to get it wrong a bit and then we all move forward. If you continue being a dick then, like with the kiffness, I'll just decide you're a dick and that's who you are.
Yeah, let's get to the kiffness, man. That's the story I wanted to get to next. South African musician The Kiffness has been accused of lying about losing 500,000 campaign over his support for the late controversial American commentator Charlie Kirk. Social media users quickly debunked his claims. The Kiffness has long faced criticism of aligning with figures accused of racist ideologies, and this latest episode has reignited the backlash online.
So the problem with, in fact, I think it's quite a wide thing in the music industry. Remember, like we're saying offline, Chester went to court with Steve Hofmeyr. Yeah. Steve Hofmeyr wrote that, he literally went and said on Twitter that in my book, blacks are the architects of apartheid. That was his actual words, right? And Chester said, that's because you haven't grown beyond books that you color in. And but then I went after the people who were sponsoring his gigs because he also said on Facebook, if no one If no one wants to, this is why I justified this crazy racism. If no one wants to be around you, is it really their fault? In other words, he thought black people were so unevolved, paraphrasing him, that why would anyone want to be around you? So you deserved apartheid.
Whoa, yeah.
You understand how
Because apartheid was putting
evil.
the distance between white and black.
That was the whole concept
in
of
workspace,
space. They went Steve
Hofmeyer, Afrikaner musician, Steve Hofmeyer.
Yeah.
Hofmeyer, Steve.
So he was doing gigs where big brands were sponsoring the gigs he was at.
Yeah.
And I was like, if Oscar was on this gig, Oscar Pistorius, you'd cancel your sponsorship immediately. It'd be game over.
Yeah,
so
definitely.
what you're saying is, if you're not canceling the sponsorship, then you're saying that some level, what he said is okay to you.
You endorse it.
And the biggest problem post-apartheid, one of the biggest problems, I mean, corruption, etc., but is a denial and lack of understanding of what apartheid did to people of color. The amount of people of color I meet who don't understand what it did, because you have to actually learn it. It was very strategic. It was it took centuries to be created. And so with the kiffness,
still feeling the effects.
Even black people
still feeling the effects.
don't even know.
We're not even beginning to still feeling the effects. Most people of color, if you were earning, this is Lester Kivett from Cape Talk taught me this fact. If you're earning 10 grand a month, you are in the top 8% of earners in this country.
That's insane.
That's how
most
50%
of this country, 50% of kids in South Africa at the age of, I think it's 4, live in a household where the average amount being brought in is 40 rand a day. They're living on 40 rand a day. People are dying of starvation in this country, and it's because of apartheid's legacy. Now, people go, but the ANC. You're not understanding what apartheid did. Apartheid strategically, it was planned to turn black people into what Rhodes called hewers of wood and bearers of water. In other words, black people, which is why Bantu education were intended to be workers, which is why and the Chester's joke is, when you're standing in a queue at Woolworths, Chester says to me, did your dad go to get an all-white job? Yes, my dad did. Did you go to an all-white university? Yes, he did. As a result, does anyone judge you for your accent, your skin color, your identity? No. As a result, you get to play with dollies for a living? Yes. So your entire life is a product of apartheid. When you're standing in the queue at Woolworths and there's almost entirely black people packing and white people buying, it's because of apartheid. The price of Woolworths avocados it's not, that's no, I went too far. So the concept of how it's shaped our lives, and white people go, you're saying I must be guilty. Apartheid's my fault. I didn't say it's your fault.
They love that line, bro.
What racism is like, and this is what the kiffness is exactly what this guy doesn't understand. Because he literally says, I know I've got privilege, but I don't think I need to feel bad about it. I was like, well, you shouldn't feel proud about it. So what he doesn't want to deal with is racism's like a kid in Crocs. It's not the kid's fault it's wearing Crocs. Like this trans guy, he learned this thing. The problem is if you're still wearing, your mother taught you to wear Crocs. That's where raising your parents, the socialization. Our problem is if you're still wearing Crocs. So take the Crocs off.
But the Crocs are nice, man.
Yeah, but see, this is where the problem. That's why the kiffness still does what he does, because appealing to a small community that validates his position allows him, is from my understanding. I mean, I can't be sure. I've tried to talk to the guy. I've messaged him several times saying, hey, I have a degree in explaining this stuff. And he just evades and thinks you're lecturing him. It's like, I'm not blaming you for apartheid. Just don't be a dick about it, man. Acknowledge the pain that people are going through now. And that's your
advantage that you got.
Just admit that shit, because if you don't, what you're doing is the reason white South Africans are the most wealthy, 62% of senior management is still white. The reason that's happening is because white people are somehow better. In other words, that's racist. You're saying that we are just like Rob Hersoff. That's why that bro drives me insane. Stop bringing him on your podcast.
A lot of people have been saying that. People saw the promo that I'm not watching this episode. Missed me. Nah, he's back. I missed me. Yeah.
So the problem is that when you don't ignore, I mean, the guy inherited a diamond or whatever, inherited a mine, whatever the mine is. And I'm a great businessman. I'd also be a great businessman if I got tens of millions of rands.
And you got sent to New York to study
at Harvard. Of course, I'd be amazing too.
Somewhere.
Yeah. So understanding how to fix that and Understanding what happened during apartheid is the first step to fixing it. It's why Helen Zilliger, we should cancel BE. First acknowledge why we have BE, then talk about cancelling it. If you don't do that first step, you're just playing into the racists and dividing the country. Boom! TED Talk over.
Fuck, man.
Sorry, guys. Sorry, podcast.
No.
I know you guys.
What are your questions?
No. What are your questions? Sorry.
Okay. I think with all that you're saying, I feel like you become one of the few that speak like that. And especially with now we hear a lot of, maybe I should ask you, what do you think of a lot of internationals coming in and staying in Cape Town, for instance, right? Coming to reside, buying and living in Cape Town, because now it's almost like they are getting more white people in the country. And obviously, that will eventually get them a right to vote, hopefully somehow in the future. And then, so that mindset that you have that, people, because obviously it's going to override that thing of, no, you must be understanding. And instead it becomes, no, we blame you blacks for what apartheid was 30 years ago. It's the ANC government. So you've not done anything for yourselves. You understand? So how do we merge that? Because of where things are going, we can see that you become just one of the few that think like that, and where the world is going.
I think there's complexity. I think there are more white people who are aware of this than we're aware of. When I talk to white people, my general experience is they just lack leadership. There was a vacuum of leadership. And this is why I'm angry with Helen Zille, because she understands that apartheid did this to people of color, but she doesn't act on it. And if white people were just given a leader to go, you didn't do forced removals, but that doesn't mean you didn't benefit from it. Just because you didn't order the pizza doesn't mean you didn't eat. And that's the problem. If you go in Australia, in Canada, if you go anywhere, there's a little plaque saying, this is whatever Native American land. This is where it started. So the consciousness, whenever you start an event in Australia, this is whatever Native Australian land. So they acknowledge that at all turns. I want to go to Groot Constantia and I want to see a plaque explaining this place owns slaves. This bell is not a joke. This was a slave bell.
Yes.
The descendants of those slaves are living in Manenberg over there, and the life quality in Manenberg is significantly less than in Constantia or Rondebosch or one of those areas, and that is a direct part of apartheid. The idea that the ANC could have fixed apartheid in the time we've had is racist and complete bullshit. The reason we have the ANC is because we put all black leadership in jail for a century.
Yes.
So where the fuck did you think the leadership was going to come from? Oh, they're all corrupt. Well, who made it that way? The same people, Thales, the French company who allegedly bribed Jacob Zuma, they first bribed those later part, as far as I know, P.W. Botha and those guys. There's books on this stuff. The corruption started in apartheid. It wasn't clean.
No, not at all. Super corrupt.
There's books.
Super corrupt.
There's books, endless books on this.
Super corrupt.
So the idea that we are somehow more evolved and more capable is an idea they directly sold. It was a plan that came, that we literally had a hierarchy where we believed anyone who looked more like I do is more likely to be intelligent, capable, and competent.
Yeah.
And then we enforced that with, you have a funny accent, jokey joke, and we create a culture and a system where we see black people as less capable, even though it's merely because of opportunity. And so this thing of foreigners coming in, there needs to be an active ability to just teach, and it can be great. They're doing it in Canada, they're doing it in Australia, teach people about the history of the place you're in. So the people are interested.
Yeah.
They want to know. It's interesting. The Groot Constantia was on Koyan sand land or whatever, Hontot sand land, and that you go, this is the story of what happened here. And then people can go, it makes it sort of part of our legacy. And then when you see someone who's struggling, who's living in like Manenberg, you understand that their family were forced to move there. This is what's so crazy about this white genocide and the farm. They're going to do forced removals. The actual people affected by forced removals are still living in the place that you moved them to. They haven't got their land back. It's sitting there in Cape Town. So they're in District 6. So,
that's the one.
So your biggest fear is what is literally happening today to people of color. So when people say get over apartheid, it's one of the most shitty, arrogant, racist.
And Cape Town is made to feel like this destination that's
Because
it's
people
like-
see one party. I live in Cape Town.
Bro, there's a town full of foreigners.
There's
They
so
just
much
poured
stories.
everything
But
there.
my only
Racist,
pushback,
yeah.
my only
Yeah.
pushback
Yeah.
against,
Yeah.
my only pushback against
Okay.
that. Are you going to where Cape Town is people of color? Because people of color are in Cape Town. And when you go to those places, they do feel like it's more like South African.
Yeah.
But if you go to the City Bowl, it's very much a piece of Europe. And the idea of pushing back against that is not something the DA has been aware of to do. And it's like, it's such a simple thing to do. So it's got to do with it, with first of all, where people are going in Cape Town. So you're going, if you go to those touristy spots, yes, it will feel like it's a piece of Europe. And I mean, my wife's experiences there are wild. She'll go, I used to live in Sea Point, and she'd be buying something. And then there's a lady, it's a person of color behind the counter buying fish. And then she'll be standing in the queue, and then the white person will barge in front. Oh, no, I was here earlier. And gives the lady 10 Rand to jump the queue.
Oh, no.
Cold drink.
Yeah. So this kind of like entitlement
Certainly are.
would be so much easier to deal with if we had some large scale education. So at the end of the Second World War, many Germans were forced to go look at what had happened in concentration camps. So what had happened in that country could be understood, and there could be no denial of it. Holocaust denial is illegal in Germany. It was. I don't know the current state. But we've never had that here. Apartheid denial should be illegal. It should be illegal for us to deny who got kicked out of houses and the effects of that. Because what people of color really, and I mean a lot of people of color don't see this as well, and white people are very unaware of, is if you didn't study at the right university, then you don't have what we call social capital. In other words, you don't know the language in order to sound like you're good at art, even though you're really good at art. You didn't get to study at UCT. That's why they put UCT on a hill so you could learn to look down at everyone from an early age. Then what we don't have is cultural capital, which means you don't have the right, that's cultural capital. Social capital is you just don't know the same people. So in other words, you want a community of people who are also actors in this fraternity, but so you can't work with them because all the people you knew were poor. So you don't have the power to access communities.
Not plugged in.
And there are people with solutions to these problems, but neither the ANC nor the DA is really interested in how to solve them. There are people, William Gumede or Duma Kabule, the amazing economist. These guys, Professor William Gumede, has answers like empowering smaller businesses like that isn't ANC connected. Make sure Standard Bank gives them money, etc. But the ANC has kind of gotten bored, and there's a degree to which us as the middle class, some people of color are guilty of this too, getting on board with what apartheid did. And so that we all benefit from apartheid's legacy. So I'm going to say the last thing, and then because it's very dry.
No, bro.
No, bro.
No, bro.
Don't worry. The
last-
the last only laughter. Go on.
The last thing.
You're
cooking, bro.
You're cooking, bro. Yeah.
The last thing, I don't normally talk like this without jokes, but the last thing, because I have a show that we have to put jokes for all these things, but the last thing with that is that, you see, what we don't understand is that apartheid specifically made white people middle class.
Yeah.
That's what it was. It was affirmative action for Afrikaans, poor Afrikaans people. Remember that the English came and were racist to Afrikaans people?
Yeah. They ruled Afrikaans people. Yeah.
So we made Afrikaans people, were made middle class via the exact same AEEE, AAA, Afrikaans economic employment.
They're BEE.
So now what's happening is when a person of color arrives, say you work at a bank, you arrive at a management position. Your family are all from Tembisa. And now you go to the bank and maybe you still have a bit of an accent. Now people think you're a little bit like, Jerry sounds like you don't get respected. So when you're sitting talking to someone who's powerful, it happens with celebs. You guys have this. You're sitting talking to someone. If it's someone very famous, you'll be like that. And the less famous you are, the less they clock towards you. You've seen that, Kak? So that's what a microaggression is. So I don't give you respect, your knowledge. If you contribute something in a meeting, I won't listen to you. This is the kind of thing people of color faced since day one in 1994. So what would happen is you'd know, I mustn't bring up this. I must learn about rugby. I must learn how to talk about golf. I must dial down my accents.
Play some paddle.
Play some paddle.
Yeah, Mac is
I could feel the pain. I could feel the pain. So what happened is, imagine a room full of middle-class people. And we let black people into that room one at a time. And the moment they got in the room, we fucked them up. Made them feel less than because of their identity. And that has been happening for decades. And so that really shaped how we deal with this stuff. We didn't educate kids at school about what had happened. I interviewed Alan Busak on Chester's podcast. Chester interviewed him. Alan Busak, who was controversial, but very much led the struggle against apartheid from within the country in many ways. And the kids have only just started learning about what he did at school. Only just recently. Which means there isn't a consciousness. So that what you'll have is, can't we all just be friends? We're all the same. And you're like, but we're not all the same.
No.
Because the chances of me being here, I play with dolls for a living. Can you imagine a black kid, mid-80s, going, Mama, Daddy, I want to play with dolls for the rest of my life?
Yeah.
And so
they'll clap you, man. You and your doll.
Foot. So the problem is that we've all got on board with the racism to some degree because no one has taught us to see how the system just perpetuates. Like the fact that I don't have to speak an African language, just like go one, and then layers after that. So breaking the system down without it sounding like I'm lecturing you. You're all racist. I think we're all racist. I think everyone in this room is racist at some level. And I don't mean, sometimes you're nasty to white people. I mean, we're all anti-black racist because we grew up in a system where the norm, Michael Kamape, a little black child, drowned in shit in 2014. He's 5 years old and he drowned in shit. And that is an abomination. There are no white children drowning in shit. And if one did, Helen Zille would be the next day going, never, never, and never again.
A pit toilet, you mean?
Yeah,
I remember that.
Drown a pit toilet. So like Marikana, and we've got to understand, colonialism's over. The business partner understand, the reason colonialism happened, reason apartheid happened, one of the big reasons was to create cheap labor for mines. That's what Cecil John Rhodes wanted. He needed to get the diamonds out the earth and send it back to the UK. So the UK stole $17 trillion from India over the whole of the time they colonized the place. It's $45 trillion. $45 trillion is 17 times the UK's GDP. Right.
Whoa,
so
man.
just understand, just take in what that means. If the whole UK, everyone, stopped working for 17 years. Imagine the leg up you could get. If everyone in this room, guys, all your expenses are paid for 17 years.
Wow.
You can just do any project you want. You can go do, you don't have to worry about food. We're housing sorted. So India raised a little white kid that wasn't there. It's called England. It's like a reverse Angelina Jolie. So, joke. So we understand that what happened to black people is you became the system by which the West funded the NHS, funded the nice trains, the nice buildings, the nice thing, funded Rondebosch, funded Claremont, funded Sandton. So
let me pull the story
system.
that's happening now. France is on the verge of collapse due to African nations pulling out. 14 African countries, including Burkina Faso, Senegal, Chad, and Ivory Coast, have moved their military bases. For centuries, the country relied on Africa's minerals for survival, just to add to what you're saying.
Exactly. So what happens is, the way the economic system works is they got this leg up financially. They got our gold, basically, or Africa's. It's very confident of me, but you know what I'm saying. And that funded their economy. Now, to get a loan back, we have to go via international instruments like the International Monetary Fund and the World Bank. These guys only lend us the money if we set up very unfair trade rules. So we're not allowed to make any rules for their companies. You can come, if we say, no, you can't use too much of our water foot sack. Elon Musk, you must have a triple B partner, because people don't understand B either, so they don't understand how that works. No, I won't. And so what happens is, like, for example, India needs helicopters. They need a specific type of helicopter. They try to borrow money for helicopters from the UK. UK says, we'll give you the money, but you have to buy the helicopters from this British company. They're not the helicopters that India needs, but ours are going to get the helicopters. The money never even leaves the UK. But India is now still in debt to the UK. So not only did they benefit from colonialism, they're benefiting from colonialism. So it's the cycle that reproduces poverty. Then we tell each other, oh, you just don't know how to manage your company. But these countries keep investing in leaders and political organizations that support their interests. In other words, our democratic systems are undermined. So let me give you an example. If you go to Paris, there'll be some counselor. Now, Ismail, who's a product of this corrupt racist system, he comes along and says, you got to buy him newspapers from the New Age, the Gupta's newspaper. Yeah. If you don't, you'll get fired. And remember, this counselor, he's one paycheck away from poverty. His kids have no money. Those American politicians are wealthy as hell. The British politician wealthy because their democracy is hundreds of years old and has had the benefit of colonialism to fund it. This is now, I must now impoverish my kids to stand up to corruption. I'm not saying it's okay that he's corrupt. I'm not saying okay that they'll spend, I think as far as I understand, the money in Paris was 3 million rand a year or something, buying stupid New Age Gupta newspapers. Yeah. So in other words, our politicians, there's a book called Why Nations Fail that's amazing. It explains this. Why our politicians are, and it's not right, but the system where they can't push back as easily is something we just deny. So we go, you are less evolved, you're less good. You black people, you keep voting for the ANC, but now I must vote for the DA who will ignore all of these things, basic income grant. Yeah. So and because there's so little, it's shades of grey. And because no one will come at this with some level of shades of grey. It's just Gaten, Papa, or Helen, we must just cancel B, as opposed to a more nuanced version of it. We end up where we just fight each other instead of finding working middle ground solutions for this.
Bro, and we've got such a beautiful country, man.
It's fucking South Africans are the hardest working. They get up at 4 a.m, they mission to do their job, they get home, they come there, they have a sense of humor about it. Yeah. They keep going. If I spend one day going through what my wife goes through, one day, I'd be fucking broken. My worst day is better than most of her. I can't, it's so unjust, and it's just, that people just normalize it makes me very angry. Yeah.
It's crazy. On a lighter note, what caught your attention, Pinduka, this week?
Oh, man.
knock, who's there?
Hey, Conrad.
Your algorithm's going to be
No, you got people locked in, honestly.
Pinduka, yes.
I'm in his running ship. What's going on?
Yeah, bro. Nah, bro. Almost similar line of the conversation. Dude, in Albania, so what they did was earlier on this year, I think it was this year.
Yeah.
They had, so they've got a government portal website where people can get services, documents, whatever, pay bills, etc. And then there's this AI that they've integrated into the system. It's called Diela.
Okay.
Now, this month, guess what they've done?
What?
That AI is now a minister. It's part of the cabinet.
No way!
Minister of Public Procurement.
That's my shit.
In the system.
That's my shit.
It is. He's been saying it, though. He's been saying that. How about you get AI to decide who gets tenders?
Yeah.
Now, look, we've all seen Grok, and we've all seen how humans can still fuck up with AI. But it's a move in the right direction.
Wow.
Wait. Albania.
I'm going next week, bro.
Tell me Fikile Mbulule isn't an AI.
It's an Albania, bro.
Wow.
How cool. So that's helping people already, as an AI in their integrated system is now literally part of the cabinet. And there's people, warm humans working under that ministry, obviously, but I don't know now what powers, because obviously a minister normally oversees, doesn't do the operational stuff, but it's AI, it probably can.
That's not going to happen here, because we'd have to get a tender to get the AI.
And then the AI guy, then you pay the agent. That he's never heard of.
Never heard of. And then there'll be a cow that's gone to Sudan and a couch, and then it'll all be gone, and then the AI will be turned off, and Eskom will have AI shedding. This could be
AI shedding. Bro, dude.
That's gonna happen.
Yeah, that's AI. Oh, bro. Oh, God, man. So, yeah, man. It's doable, bro.
It's doable.
No, it's
doable, bro.
It's really
amazing. It's so futuristic.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep an eye on it. I want to see how it goes, but it's the step
in AI president one day.
We kind of do. I mean, that guy does nothing. What is does he do? What does he do? He didn't fire Senzo Mkhunu. We should have fired him. We should have. Now he's on leave. He's just we have 2 ministers of police, and we still have so much. That's like having 2 Batman, and then the Joker's still getting stronger. It's absurd.
And there's so much AI. We have AI radio DJs. There's so many, bro.
Yes. Yeah. Fresh.
There could be
Name and shape. Name and shape. Caesar Plumber, name and shape. Thibaut Touch. That accent has to come from somewhere. There's no way that accent is
What do you
AI.
mean by AI DJs, though?
No, the guys just tell the time, the temperature, and the song.
Yeah, because
And
AI
then-
can do that.
Yes.
Like, AI can do all of that. Like,
Yes, come on.
That's
94.7.
Yeah. No, for real. And there's competition. There's competition. Yeah, competition, live read. We'll take your voice notes.
Yeah.
On the other topic, we're still running.
voice notes. I can play voice notes.
Yeah, pretty much, literally. It's rare you hear, you're like, whoa, I didn't expect that. You can expect everything, you'll get everything.
That's why they find me. They're like, oh, he talks. This AI talks.
Fuck, what kind
He's
of
got
AI?
a brain.
You know the craziest question I get is the craziest question. People ask me how Chester talks. They don't know how Chester talks. So they had a conversation on my TikToks the other day. How is this thing talking? And this guy, Google ventriloquist. Then he goes, oh, is it like an engineer? Yeah, it's an engineer.
Oh my God. Yo.
An engineer. So you are equivalent to
I'm an engineer. I don't know what's going on. I think it's really exciting. I think that one day they will develop a system whereby the fairness of the system because AI ended up being racist, didn't it? They ended up like that one came out and it was racist because it's programmed by people who had not that they're like hard racists, like N-word saying a-holes, but it was something that just was built into a prejudice system. But notice I got it back to racism. But the story about liquid fruit is nuts.
Bro, what do you do for fun,
Oh,
bro?
yeah, looking through, I saw the story.
What do you do for fun? Yeah.
I was going to say something rude. I don't know.
No, say it,
I hang
please.
out with my wife.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. I
Say the
travel a
rude
lot.
stuff, man.
I travel. Say the rude stuff.
Yeah, that's the truth. The honest
No.
stuff. Yeah, that's honest.
Oh,
bro.
you fuck for
We
fun?
That's honest, man. Come on.
Fucks
man.
the kids.
Hey, where does that come from? Hey, yo, where does that come from? I imagine. Yo, people know I love kids, like, you know, like, I've got 2 daughters. Yo, bro, imagine. Hey, where does that come from, man? I imagine, dog. Yo.
The reason I love Joburg, man. Joburg is the best city in South Africa. It's amazing.
But you stay
I
in
loved
Cape
it.
Town, though.
The reason I stay in Cape Town is because I need to get away to like nature. So I go running on the mountain or I go just walk on the beach and that kind of like just chill myself. You can hear I'm quite an intense guy. So my wife and I, she's also an artist. So she does like she's an actor and a visual artist and a musician. So it suits us to do that. And there's a great comedy industry down there. I love Joburg, but Cape Town, it's got a really great comedy scene. We've got a really like lots of clubs. And I like to get away and like going around the mountain or go to the beach or we go listen to arts. Like, and my wife has more family there. My family all over the world. So that's kind of what we do for fun. And also I get the kick when I come to Joburg. I've been in Joburg 2 days. I'm in Joburg twice this week. I was here on Monday too. So it's like I'm up and down and I love Joburg.
Yeah.
Well, all my buddies, Kagiso and Loy Gola and all those guys. Yeah.
So what caught your attention this week?
This week, well, I've been focused on my own podcasty thing, so we've kind of covered a lot of that. But this liquid fruit story, I think, is freaking hilarious.
Oh, yeah.
That you guys sent. This liquid fruit has to drop nothing but fruit, but because it's like there's preservatives in it. But I mean, come on, guys, this is like clientele life's gonna have to change. It sells funeral insurance. It's going clientele death. Oh, you gotta change cock stats, neighbor. Went there, not a cock in sight. Virgin active. I went there, not virgin. What are you people doing?
This is ridiculous. So they have to remove nothing but fruit.
Yeah, because
nothing
it's not 100% fruit.
Yeah.
It's got preservatives and all sorts of chemicals, which I agree with. And there's so many the juices that are like, they used to say 100% orange juice. Now they go like 100% orange juice blend. And then you'll see an apple and what, not just only oranges. So I think it's very
podcast and chill. I've been here. It's podcast and footsack.
There's no chill. We're chilling.
No,
You're
but
not
you see,
chilling. Nobody's chilling. There's beer all over here. Chiller's punch. I don't even know what's in this. It's a spirit cooler. What's the Did it find Jesus?
Found Jesus in the
It says
fridge.
peach and mango, but I'm confident there's some other cuck in here. There's salt peas in it. It says there in the fine print. Salt peas in this.
Oh wow, salt peas. What kind of peas are those?
Taking the peas.
No, but I think if the product is promising health and it's got a clever labeling to convince people that, oh, it's healthier. That's why. Obviously, not all brands are or brand names are a true representation of what you get from the brand. But if you're promising people life and health, meanwhile, it's doing the opposite, like saying 100% fruit, I agree with that. To make away with the whole, because it's like saying something is 100% vegetarian, but there's meat in it, and I'm buying because I want to be vegetarian.
Yeah.
Just a little bit of cow.
I know there's a campaign.
Just a little bit of cow.
No, we want 100% of cow.
Yeah.
If it's beef, it must be 100%.
Why are you going to hate on the cows?
For instance, I've heard this campaign about a front label packaging.
Yeah, I've seen that. I've heard it on radio.
Yes,
Yeah,
on radio.
702 runs it a lot.
Pushing it a lot, and I agree with it.
What
Especially
is
for
it?
kids.
What's happening?
So it's the front label front packaging. How do they label it?
Front of label packaging or something.
Front of label. So it's
Yeah,
almost
that's
like
what they
the
call it.
warnings and the fronts. Instead of having this beautiful packaging that attracts your attention,
Yes.
you buy
Colourful,
something.
yes.
Oh, yeah,
only
just
to
like-
find,
yes.
only
Just
to
like-
find,
When you buy cigarettes overseas, they show like the lung.
like a
pic-
bird's
Oh,
lung.
a damaged lung.
Oh,
Yeah,
good.
there you go. Yeah, we
Yes.
need that
Yeah.
shit in
Yeah.
front.
Yeah.
They should do that with political posters. It should be the same.
Okay,
An
how-
AZ poster and a guy stealing all the money.
Stealing from
And
somebody
a
who are
DA
suffering.
poster and a guy cucking in a bucket on it, like in Kailicha. A Gaten poster with his son getting a 50 million rand football team that no one can explain. Where does that money come from?
But if you think
An
about
EFF poster with Julius just sitting in there with some Louis Vuitton.
True.
But if you think about Floyd Shivambu poster with him leaving a party on the picture.
so if you think about it, right? No country is perfect, right? Every country's got their shit, whatever they're going through.
Yeah, bro.
So do you think there'll be a time where like everything is just perfect?
Never.
Well, I mean, obviously we're working towards that. And I think that by having solid conversations, and I think that it's normally not the politicians doing it, but we have some amazing NGOs out there doing amazing work, uplifting South Africans coming together. Like this white farmer guy who goes and helps fund one of his workers, bought him a piece of land, so he's kind of got a farm he started, and trying to create like that this guy's now developed a farm or building schools within farming communities. And so it's like there are lots of Buddha doing amazing work. So it's not and people of color uplifting themselves, small businesses. So the idea that it's all bad is just a lie. The problem is the politicians and the assholes dominate the political spectrum, and so and the media space. So we just hear the cuckness, but there are like examples. Well, literally, the cuckness. This guy who calls themselves a kiffness. I thought it was a group, bro.
I used to think it was a band. There's always been one guy.
Got enough ego for one, but it would seem. But I think that we get a lot of people who shit talk South Africa, and roots.
What's your gripe with Robersov?
Well, it's more that he just needs to acknowledge how colonialism and apartheid gave him what he's got. And if you acknowledge that and acknowledge why we have the ANC, we threw them all in jail, bro. So just acknowledge, and it's not okay they're doing what they're doing.
Yeah.
But stop being arrogant about it.
Okay, I get you.
Because what it does is create space for, say cancel BE. I think it's a stupid idea because BE is broad-based black economic empowerment, which is employment equity bit, where the employees will get a section of the business, where like Standard Bank must loan money to a certain amount of poorer black businesses. That kind of stuff is really good. So I just wish you'd speak up more on that and stop saying there's a white genocide.
Yeah, you're saying?
No, I was saying. And if you think about it, not a single black person in South Africa was born in Rob Hertzhoff's shoes.
Not a single.
Numerous white people were, many in fact, white people were, but not a single. And if you scale it down, not just the billionaire status, even a lot of black people weren't born super privileged, just even like as millionaires, for example, you know what I mean? And then there's one of two stories where, it's okay.
Herman Mashaba.
And he would never
Herman
admit
Mashaba,
that.
a guy with no hair who sells hair product. That's all we got. Sim Shabalala.
Oh, Sim Shabalala is amazing.
He's dope. He's the CEO of Standard Bank. His dad owned, that's why he's passionate about supporting small business. So his dad owned a small like corner shop type scenario, like a general dealer. And he could see that he couldn't grow above a certain level. Like you had to go to separate entrance person color into bank. You could never become a manager. And so he is passionate about empowering black women and being aware of what happened so that you can fix it. Not dwell on the past, because the past isn't gone. It's here now. And these people, are you in the past? No, I'm not. Go look who's living in shacks and go look who's living in freaking London, and then be honest about what the demographics of the, who's what. Yeah. That just deal with that, Rob, and then we can deal with the highlights that you got, because I don't know that hair.
What breaks my heart, Pindu, because like you'll see niggas start up businesses, whatever, and at the end of the day, our own people are the ones that want to destroy those businesses. That breaks my heart.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah. We don't.
For me, that's a pandemic.
Yeah,
bro.
We don't.
Well, okay, but what do you mean? Our own people. Give an example.
Like, for example,
I could be assuming the wrong situation.
He means podcasters.
No.
Yeah. Because I'm thinking, because I know there's a white paper and the government trying to regulate now podcasts and say. So I'm thinking along those lines, but you could be saying something else.
No, I'm saying, like, for example, drip, right? So Lekau starts drip, and then someone gets a shoe that has some fault, you know what I mean? And then they'll go on social media and want to just destroy what he's built just because they got a fucked up shoe. But if it was Nike, it's not.
But was the shoe fucked up?
Yeah. No, that's a valid.
Yeah, the shoe was
the
fucked up.
Okay, the question.
The shoe look like this?
Real, right?
But if it was Nike, no one would make a hoo-ah about it.
Oh, I would, bro.
No,
if I'm buying a 2K or a 1K,
but you wouldn't say drip must fall.
Must fall.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I would post, because if I'm buying a shoe by Nike for 1,000 rand, and mind you, that's a cheap Nike shoe.
Yeah.
Because the sneakers go up to whatever ludicrous prices. I would still go, this is unacceptable.
Yes, but you wouldn't say
complain.
Complain is fine.
We're allowed to complain on best black businesses.
But we don't complain. We say it must fall.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, but think about it, Mac. No, but think about it.
Someone would be complaining, and then others who don't even own the shoe. Or even if they're bought.
There we go. There we go. You nailed it.
That's the problem. Because I don't think the person who's patronizing Lekau or Drip as a black business is trying to buy it to show that it's a flop and therefore it must. So that's not the guy who's going to say, close this thing down. Because
people who comment underneath to be like, yeah, fairly. It must.
Yeah.
But this is exactly what screwed up the EFF. They were the EFF are the kings of Twitter. We filled a stadium, but voting day.
That's true.
It's like the reverse of Trump.
No, you're right. Complain, but my thing is, why must he shut down? Why must it fall?
We know who owns it. Therefore,
we need a support. We
need to, bro.
Yeah. Like Red Bull, more fire for life.
Sorry?
It's like Red Bull, more fire for life.
Hey. What's your take on that? What do you think about that?
DJ's Boo, I love it. He's like Gwede Montage's son. They come from the same. They sound like a diesel engine. I love it.
Why don't white people destroy other white companies? It's like there isn't that culture. Of wanting to.
It's just because
or cancel one another.
Yeah, I don't know if I can speak for white people, but I think it's just because we live in a world where we're used to businesses being opened around us, I guess. I'm totally spitballing. I have no idea. I don't think about white people like that, I think.
I think also you guys, okay, in a South African context or an African context, you are a minority. It's always easier to remain united when you're minority. I don't know, I'm maybe bullshitting, but if there's only 4 black people in the whole corporate that's got maybe 400 employees, chances are those 400 black people, those 4 black people will really be united.
Yeah.
If they are Pedi or Zulu, yeah.
So that's
but
what
if it's
happened.
400 blacks,
Yeah.
and some are Pedi, some are Kos, oh my
So that's
God.
what happened. That's what happened post-apartheid.
Yeah.
At post-apartheid is we all became, so the whole goal was non-racialism, right?
Yeah.
We don't see
Yeah.
each other as black and white.
Yeah.
And then post-apartheid, we're more racial. The India's the Indian. Gaten, there's a colored person.
Colored, yeah.
Julius is black. Then Zulu things, Zulu. And the reason is that when there's not a lot of resources, you break into smaller groups and compete for those resources. So you want to. It's part of why white people are so confused in the States, because they're becoming quite. Like, we got to join together, we got to be, because the idea of being white wasn't enough for them. They need to now become Proud Boys, and then it becomes some way of pushing back against kind of being lost as just a person within an environment.
The US is white. They're so divided, man.
So I think that's what happened is because post-apartheid, the drive towards non-racialism isn't financially productive. It's much more better. Come support this Xhosa business, come support this Indian guy, come support, and I don't know, you break that down. We have to. If our government were running the economy properly, it'd probably be better.
Yeah.
Then black businesses would support each other.
Yeah. Apart from your podcast, what else are you busy with, man?
Dude, I'm touring the show, bro.
Wow,
It's so much fun.
nice.
It's called Puppet Power. It's so fun. No, it's like it's absurd. I got this because I'm a ventriloquist, right?
Yeah,
So, you guys
yeah,
have
yeah.
seen the stuff on America's Got Talent and so on. So what happens is, it's like in this show, it's puppet power because we saw that meeting in the White House. It was just like a meeting of puppets. It was that's why Rupert had to go along.
Definitely.
And John Steenhuisen, he's Helen Zille and Ramaphosa's puppets. And so if Ramaphosa's cupcake, then Steenhuisen needs his own GNU nickname, Vetkoek, and then.
Oh yeah, he's become that now.
Do you know that Ramaphosa's
that? Yeah.
Do you know that Ramaphosa's
Jono!
It's fucking weird. As well. Do you know that this is a real thing? Ramaphosa's spokesperson, his name is Vincent Magwenya. Cupcake has a Magwenya speaking for it.
Oh, fucking
So I'm touring the show that is like really, really fun. I've got an ostrich puppet who gives people relationship advice.
Wow.
Whoa, bro.
Really like I make it out of 2 feather dusters and a croc. You have to kind of see it. It's just
Yeah, man, that's
absurd.
some white shit, man.
Yeah,
I didn't want to see that. Eh?
But you will love it. Like you'll go, I didn't know about this, but it's very white
Where's
shit.
it happening?
All over. So I was in Durban this weekend.
Nice.
I'm back in Durban this coming weekend.
Nice.
Tickets at Web Tickets.
Wow.
Then that's the 19th and 20th. And then on the 2nd in East London, the 3rd in Gqeberha, the 4th in Knysna, and the 5th in St. Francis Bay. And then I'll be in Cape Town in February next year. This show, like my whole goal is to create environments where you come and all South Africans will get some cultural satisfaction. So white people, as you say, that's some white shit. But then I also turn someone in the audience into a talking dinosaur. I have like this dinosaur mask. And then we show how the dinosaurs died. And it's just, you bring a 12-year-old kid and your granny, and no matter what race you are, you will die laughing because it's just silliness and fun.
Are you a
And
Jeff Dunham-Milsell fan?
so with Dunham, he's like,
Who's that?
there's
Just
this,
one
I've
of
heard
his,
of ventriloquist.
yeah.
Yeah.
Shut up, I'll kill you.
That guy, yeah.
Shut up, I'll kill you. You know the shut up, I'll kill you.
Yeah.
It's the same.
When he came here to the country, we went to go
You wanna
see
see it?
him. Yeah.
Oh, I remember, check.
If you like Jeff Dunham, you'll love this. He's much more like a Republican. So you'll lean into all the time white people having such things, and I'm much more liberal type things.
Bro, did you take out Lobola for your wife?
She's colored,
She's
so I don't
colored.
have to pay
Yeah,
Lobola.
so he's lucky.
Yeah. She prefers mixed race. There was no Lobola. Yeah. I was trying to find, because that was like such a joke moment. There was like, 50% Lobola. I don't know what the joke is.
No, you're lucky, bro. You didn't get to play it.
So
Colours
it's
to
really,
play.
it's a really fun. You know what I really love is puppets are like a way to get adults to be like kids.
Yes.
Do you remember Magdalene Munsami from the youth league? She was amazing. She's like a senior commander, like people in the youth league. She's just a lawyer, but I Chester interviewed her for Late Night News, Lois Sogola, and then Drum Magazine interviewed her afterwards about what it's like to be interviewed by Chester. And her whole vibe was, it's a puppet. What must you do? Like, this thing isn't real and he's real. So for me, it's when adults come in. I've got a school teacher puppet who just has like the most absurd, like dirty jokes. My wife said we must never go to bed angry. How's it going? I haven't slept in 3 years. He goes, the youngsters, they're sending photos of their Boris Johnson. No, Boris Johnson. I call mine that. I call mine Joe Biden because it's always falling asleep.
Whoa, Joe, Sleepy Joe.
You see what I'm saying? So it's silly, it's fun, it's accessible, and then he roasts the audience and talks a whole lot of smack. He says, like, if you ever walk in and your parents pumping, he doesn't say that. He says, if you ever walk in your parents doing adults, like a white school teacher, if you ever walk in and your parents doing, like an 80-year-old, doing adult stuff, don't panic, Salt. Don't panic. Don't freak out. Lock eyes with them.
Whoa.
Like a pterodactyl. And then you say exactly these words. I'm not angry. I'm just disappointed. They'll never pump again. So it's just like, it's super silly and everyone gets on board and it's madness.
I find it so funny how you speak about Chester like it's a real person.
People treat
Dude, it's that person.
Yeah,
Dude, wait a minute. Who? I'm like, yo, bro.
It's you.
It's you. I'm like, hey,
Diddy, you don't understand. You don't understand.
I'm like, yo, bro.
I've checked into hotel rooms under Chester Dame. Chester is like an institution. So Gwena Mantashe calls me Chester.
Wow.
Yes.
He goes, hey, Chester. That's what he does. I've gone to hotels for clients where they book me for their gig, and then I go, is there room for Conrad Koch? No. Is there room for Chester Missing? Yeah, is he? Yeah.
Oh, flip.
It's real, bro.
Wow. So funny. Thank you so much for coming through, man.
Shout
Anything
out,
else you want to say for people?
Yeah, man. I'm a big fan. Sorry, it's not about anything to do with Chester or Conrad. I'm a big fan of Denzel. Huge fan. There's a movie here.
Oh, I know where you're going. Bro, what a ball fest.
I'm fucking angry. I've never watched the movie and got...
Spike Lee, my nigga.
I had to check who the movie's by. And now it makes sense. They try to do the whole
Black
promo
consciousness,
thing.
yeah.
No, the promo thing where Denzel is going around talking all sorts of shit like an old man who doesn't give a fuck. You know, old people, they don't give a fuck when they're old. They just
Proper
talk.
old things.
And then
No one will ever get cancelled, is what I say. You can't cancel anyone.
Yeah, I saw that. He's like, you can't cancel me. I'm still here. You can't cancel.
Yes.
And I'm like, okay, that's great. So there's a movie coming up. Great. And I was so excited. And I remember when Denzel had the mustache. And then I think it was the Magnificent Seven movie that was about to come out. You know when you see an actor doing the whole PR thing where they are more visible in the space?
Yeah.
And they're working on a movie. Similar thing with 50 Cent now. With the he lost weight. He looks older. Gandhi is playing. Is it Balrog? Is it Balrog on Street Fighter?
Yes.
Wow. Yeah. So then I watched the movie. Then I'm like, I'm bored. Let me check out a movie. It's the highest to lowest. You know what? It's like a random episode of a series.
I don't know. I watched it. I don't know what I watched.
It's like a random episode of a
terrible.
series. When I was terrible. I was like, what the hell?
What did I just watch?
It's forgettable.
And you're angry because you can't get that 2 hours back.
No, you're not. The expectations went from highest to lowest. It was terrible.
Yeah.
Oh, man. And because like, there's no way they can miss. Dude. During the movie, I'm like, okay.
There's something.
It's Spike Lee.
Bro,
There's
something.
Rocky's the bad guy. Yeah. Rocky, dog.
Dude.
It's the villain. It's the villain.
Yo, and I'm like, oh. No, man. And that's how, you see, as a person who's not like into movie production, I'm not a movie fundi, that's how you know how important, that's how you realize how important the script is in the movie. Because you've got the best actor and an iconic director, but the script is shit, clearly, because even Denzel's amazing experience couldn't bring this thing to life, couldn't raise it to life.
The only thing that I liked is they portrayed black people in with excellence.
Yeah.
So he's a black guy who owns a big company.
That's how you can tell a black guy is behind it, where there's a black CEO.
It's a black CEO.
The lead cop is black. All
And the white
leads are
guy
black.
is the subordinate.
Yes. And then I was like, that's how I could tell, okay, a black person. I mean, a black cop is calling the shots in a Hollywood movie where they set up for a whole
And he lives in a penthouse there. He's got a driver.
So the movie was great, it was cuck, but the politics was on point.
The representations, the politics were on point, but the movie's shit,
My
bro.
wife's
You
problem.
left me hanging. They're laughing at that. They're laughing at the fact that you left me hanging.
Okay, try
Who?
again.
No, Chester left you hanging.
Oh, Chester Bean, bro. But he didn't say
Dick,
hands
I'm
are
sorry.
like. Chester's hands are like, you know.
I know. He's got
But
problems.
God's hands work.
Good.
He controls his own hand. It's not his
What are you
hand
saying?
controlling the body.
Like a fact check.
That movie hurt me.
You say?
Any question you want for Conrad?
I want to say something about what you just said now about this racing.
Yeah, for sure.
So my wife's an actor, a really good actor, and a music producer and so on. And her biggest hurdle is for colored people in South Africa. That breakthrough you're describing is not nearly as pronounced as it could be within our locally created stuff. So you'll be less likely to see a middle. She grew up in Belhar, in Old Belhar, which is more like it's kind of like her house she grew up in was nicer than the house I grew up in Rondebosch. So she had a pool, and her dad was like this amazing guy, and well, for some degree, for the most part. But the concept of that you just have a middle class like Blackish, you know, in Blackish. So like
Blackish.
everyone's like they're stylish, they're cool, the problems are relatable, it's self-reflective, it's got some like nuance. You got someone who's working class who sounds like that accent, but then you got someone who sounds like their Model C, and there's complexity, and you're shown as not this monotone type of person. I think we need more of that for all our races, and there's that kind of the problem is. I'm going to take it back there. The people running the show are often, it's the cake nets, it's the, it's the people, you still got a certain establishment deciding what movies get made and how people of color portrayed. And what's great about that industry is clearly Spike Lee has made sure there are people of color calling some shots. Wish they got a scriptwriter though.
Yeah, no, that movie sucks, bro. Like, it sucks balls, bro. Like, Denzel, fuck, bro.
Whose balls does it
Denzel? Denzel's balls, dog.
How would that look?
Yo, that movie sucks. Fuck.
How did he say yes to this?
It's Spike Lee.
Oh, Spike Lee. Spike Lee has his news, ne?
Maybe Spike Lee hates. Maybe Spike Lee wants to get Denzel. Come, do the movie. Really? Yeah. Die.
That's
no, bro. Because also, I'm sure maybe they've done a movie together before. It's
No, they're
Spike
dope.
Lee.
Spike Lee's dope, bro.
Spike Lee, what the fuck? And like, fuck, bro. Like, yo, you know why, dog? I'm getting. Thank you, bro. The truth is, I'm getting very close to 40, and it's to sit for 2 hours and do nothing.
I might die any day.
Yeah, to sit for 2 hours.
What if I died?
Bro.
Not even clientele death would help me.
Bro, to sit for 2 hours and do nothing. You know, I used to binge watch series when you were young at school, but to sit now for 2 hours and do nothing and watch this thing, and you've got 10 minutes left of it, and you're still hoping they're gonna save it.
You want to phone the director.
Something's gonna happen in 10 minutes that's gonna make me go, oh, great movie.
You want to message the director and say, what were you thinking, man? Why did you choose this?
I don't get that, bro. I've always asked myself, even when they make like really bad cars and you're like, this car is ugly, from the looks to the everything, with the money that it takes to make 1 unit of this, you couldn't make something okay or decent, you know?
Name and shame. Renault.
No, there's many cars, bro. We've had Daewoo's, we've had cars that like just horrible, like, yeah, bad cars. So to me, it's like, dude, couldn't you just, it's Apple and they've got big budget and they do amazing TV shows and movies. So to me, it's like, you got the budget and couldn't you ensure that this thing is like beautiful, you know? Especially with two legends like that. It's, bro, I'm touched.
So you didn't like the movie?
No. Man, fuck off, bro. You're gonna fucking... You said it kissed you.
Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for Conrad.
Shout out, Conrad.
Thank you so much. Appreciate you, man.
bro.
Thank you to Chester Missing as well. Podcast and chill. We out of here, man. Boom.
Bro.
If you've made it this far, we really appreciate you guys. Make sure you support by subscribing, liking, sharing, and don't forget to comment. Cash up.